Yo, how you doing, people? How you doing? Got my little Riley boy here today. Happy Christmas, everybody.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, indeedly doodly. How you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Riley boy is probably still on cloud nine as of last night. He was absolutely bonkers yesterday.
I got pictures.
You got lots of presents, buddy boy. You got an absolute shed ton of presents, without a doubt. We've got a few parcels here which people have sent in, and I've also brought my presents down for Mrs. P. Because predominantly, in fact, over three quarters of what I got were actually tools, which is what I wanted. I don't know about you guys. I'm not in for socks and pants. I can buy them all year round. So I bought some presents down. Riley boy's got your drink, Riley boy. You got his drink. You got it from a Scrap It Man. Thank you very much indeed for that. We'll open parcels a bit later on, mate. Yeah, just want to say hello to people that are in the chat. How many we got? 35 on Boxing Day. Everyone must be bored, or they've all seen Goldfinger before. So thanks for popping on in, people. It's not a very long stream, just going to be a little while. I just thought whilst Mrs. P's upstairs trying to put away the ton of stuff that was purchased for our kids yesterday. You got what?
Are you cooking like a pillow?
A new pillow. You did, mate. Yeah. A what? A new blanket. Yeah. What else did you get?
A big owl.
You got a big owl. Yeah.
A big fluffy cuddle.
Big fluffy cuddly. Yeah. What about that thing? You got a brand new Apple iPad, yeah. That was pretty cool, didn't you? You got a new Nana got him a new keyboard. Absolutely brilliant. Keyboard and microphone. It's just what you want on Boxing Day. Got one of them. What else did you get? You got a xylophone, didn't you? You got loads of sweets, chocolates, and you got absolute loads of stuff, didn't you? He'll remember if you want, and he'll come and start chatting a bit. But Riley boy's down here anyway. He's been awake since 3:30. Had a lay-in today, didn't you? Had a half-hour lay-in. 3:30 this morning, Riley boy woke up. And he was very excited. Last night, he wouldn't go to bed because he got a Sooty, Sweep, and Sue puppet, didn't you? Yeah. And he was playing pretend talking with Sue, the old panda, in his bed till about 1:30 this morning, till which time I had to go in with him. We'll open parcels a bit later on, mate, yeah. So yeah, 1:30 this morning, he was still chatting to Sue and Sweep and what have you, and I had to go upstairs and get in bed with him this morning and chill him out a bit. So let's have a quick look through the chat, see what we got. Dick Small Engines, how you doing, mate? Thanks for coming in, mate. Happy Christmas to you and your lovely family, Dick. Hope you've had a fantastic time. Mr. Bama Mud Mowers, Doug, how you doing, mate? Merry happy returns to you, mate. Christmas and what have you to across the pond. Ash from AJP Garden Machines, how are you doing? Boats, how are you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Happy Boxing Day to you. Turning Wrenches, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Gravely Man, how are you doing? Happy Christmas to you. And Terry Baker, the same goes to you, my friend. Andrew Throne, happy Christmas to you and Boxing Day to you, my friend. Henry, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. I'm pretty sure those primer bulbs are from you, Henry, and the other gaskets for the Quantums as well. So thank you very much indeed for that. Much appreciated. Andrew Throne. Dick Small Engines. Bill, how you doing, Bill? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Chris Small Engines, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Lucky 7. Your comments are all being held for review, mate. I don't know why. I know you were talking about it the other week, but I've got no idea the reason why. But they are. So I have to try and keep. Oh, they weren't. I don't know why. You got 2 more comments there, but they haven't. Unless another moderator's unhidden them. Could be that. I don't know what it is, like Mike. It's nothing to do with my end. I have looked. It's nothing to do with mine at all, mate. So I've got no idea. No need to apologise. I've got no idea what the reason for it. How you doing, Chris Wilson and Paul? How are you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Chris Small Engines, how are you? Nice to see you. Jard, how are you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Cars Exposed, morning. Nice to see the 2 on Boxing Day. Yeah, me and my little Riley boy. It's nice. It's later. It's nice to spend a bit of time. You can do. You can go in and out as you please, mate. Yeah, you go see mummy for a bit. Right, he'll be back in a bit. No worries. He likes to flit about. I'm not going to restrict him. So little Riley boy's going to see mummy for a bit. He'll go and chill out and play his iPad. He'll be back down a bit later on, but he'll be floating about. All right, buddy? You got it? All right, mate. No worries. That's fine. So later on, mate. John, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Just push that door to Riley boy. Thank you very much, my little lad. Good boy. Yeah, push it too. Thank you, buddy. Don't lock me in. That's it. Lovely. Cheers. Spice and Easy, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Cars Exposed. Willie K, how are you? Nice to see you. 52 in the house. My lord, on a Boxing Day. My lord, there must be nothing on the TV. Missy Moo, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. We had a fantastic day yesterday, and I mean fantastic. I don't really like to share what we get under the Christmas tree. There are 1 or 2 people that have seen it. it was mammoth. It was mammoth. We truly believe that children are there to be spoilt rotten, and that's exactly what happened. So yeah, there was a ton of presents halfway up the Christmas tree and halfway across the front room is what it looks like. Okay. I did see a post the other week about someone on Facebook saying, before you start posting pictures of presents under the tree, can you please spare a moment and think of those that have lost their jobs, been made redundant and all that sort of stuff. And I get that. Okay. I really do. But my philosophy is let's spare a thought for those who have to or had to work in the initial lockdown when they didn't want to, and for those who have to work because their job says they have to work, like my Mrs. P. So me and Mrs. P had not been impacted by the COVID one way or another, not been impacted at all. And financially, we've done very, very well. So yeah, because of that, we was even more so this year able to absolutely spoil our kids, and that's exactly what I like to do, is to absolutely spoil them. So when I was a little lad, money was always tight. Mum and dad did very, very well to try and do what they did, but it's not a patch on what we do for our kids, but we do it because we love our children, and all the time we can afford to do it, when we will do so. Simple as that. Turning wrenches. Hello, mate. How nice to see you, Mark. Mick, can you make me a mod and take the mod back to see if that helps? Yeah, I'll just leave it as a mod. It's not a problem. As a moderator. There you go. Try that, Lucky. See what happens then, mate. Cars Exposed. How you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Missy Move. The Rusty Rooster. How are you? Nice to see you. Got 61 in the house. Absolutely brilliant. Mr. Pete Frau, Joseph Bell, happy Christmas, happy Boxing Day to you guys. Nice to see you. Hit the like, says Lucky. Cheers. How you doing, Max? Nice to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Season's greetings to you, my friend, across the pond. Hope you're doing well. Harry, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Harry Potter's also in the house. That chat is jumping. Lucky Sevens, Pete Frau, Max. I'm getting there. If I miss anyone, just say, hey, Mick, you missed me. All right. Ken Small Engines, how you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for coming on in. Scott Keller's also in the house. Mend it, man. How you doing, Luke? Nice to see you, my friend. Happy Christmas, my buddy boy, and to you and your fantastic family. Breezy's Bike Shop, how you? Nice to see you. I think I got everyone. 59, 60, pardon me, 60 of you. So I hope you're doing well. Riley boy will flit in and out. That's what he does. He thinks all his parcels up here are actually for him. They ain't. They're all mine. They've all been unwrapped. It's just a way I feel, turning wrenches. You know, it's just a way I feel. I get it that people have lost their jobs. Get it, okay? And touch wood, I hope none of you guys are in that boat, okay? I don't want you to feel as if I'm being contradictive. But me and Mrs. P have had to work the entire lot. Not had a day off. Not had one day off at all. So there's been overtime coming out of our asses because we're so busy. Especially Mrs. P. She's been doing double shifts, bank shifts, all sorts, because as soon as one ward went down with it, we had to pick the slack up. So financially, we've done very, very well out of this. And long may that continue. So, yeah, exactly that. You know, we've done very well. And our kids had everything. Everything they put on the list, they got it. It's as simple as that. We don't muck about in the old Micks Mowers shack. Anything they want, they get it. Because that's what Christmas is all about. It's about having fun and being with your family, right? We don't. I was an essential worker myself. Then you understand exactly what I'm saying. All the time you were working and what have you. Everybody else was at home. It's not a dig. That's just what it is. It's just your industry. You got a job in, right? That's what it is. Joseph, can't wait. This time next year, 2020 will be over. Well, I hope it's going to get better. Really, I do. But we've just gone into the highest level of lockdown, and it ain't gonna get no better for us. That's the truth of it. Not until Easter. That's that bit away of it. Mrs. P is due to get her vaccination next week. I think she's getting her vaccination. Can't wait till this time next year. Hi, Mick, Riley boy. Who's just Darren? I've really enjoyed watching your channel for first time commenting. All the best. Fantastic. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in, mate. Put your feet up, enjoy yourself. Helen, how you doing, Helen, honey? Nice to see you. Helen, I've got a sneaky suspicion we might have crossed wires because I ordered some diaphragm gaskets. Let me go and get them. Hang on. Oh, this beer melon, I think that was them carb kit, and they come with a little tiny orange tape measure. I ordered a set to myself, but I don't think I ordered mine with a tape measure. I got one set with a tape measure and one set plain. I think I ordered these myself off of eBay, and I seem to remember one turning up. So that might be the ones you're on about. I can't remember, Helen, but I do remember ordering a set myself for Woolbro, and I've got other ones here as well. These aren't both Woolbro ones, so I think that was them, Helen. I think they have showed up, honey. Henry Old Tech Hayden, nice to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Please welcome all the new people coming in. It's always nice to see new faces, and that's how the channel then grows. Jason Gardner, happy Christmas to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing very well indeed. Micks Mowers, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Please let me know if that Lucky Sevens his comments are coming through now. I'm a good dad. Well, I try to be. You know, there's no evidence to say that I am, but I do my best. I love my kids, all of them, and two of them are not biologically mine, but they're mine. Laura and I worked together and Laura and I work together as long as customers stayed out the way. Yeah, exactly that. We weren't essential workers, but were at zero risk. Exactly that. Yeah, you were out there doing it. Well, I think actually lawn care and gardening came under home improvements and maintenance, Luke. So I think that was actually categorized as an essential worker, I believe, under first lockdown situation. Just do it. Hi there, Mick, buddy. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much indeed. Nice to see you, Max. You're in the boat. You're in the boat we are in. My wife is a manager at a hotel and emergency dispatcher. Been working. Yeah, exactly that. All doing our bits, right? But the first lockdown was a bit naughty, wasn't it? The first one, it was only literally hospitals and public transport was open. That was it. If you weren't in those, or food, if you weren't in those sectors, or national health, then you were sort of stuffed. Anyway, that's that. It's a quick sip of my old cup of coffee. I was going to show you what I got for Christmas, if you don't mind. If you don't want to see it, just say, Mick, we're not interested. Cars Exposed, got to go. Right, mate. No worries. Thanks for popping on in. You're doing another video. Cool. No worries. That's fine. Leaving a thumbs up on the way out. Fantastic. Cheers, buddy boy. So the first present I got, Mrs. P. I mean, I gave Mrs. P a bit of a list what I wanted, and there's no socks and pants on it. I got this, which is a Hater friction disc puller. Come from the Isle of Wight, apparently. It's to remove the big disc on the Haters. So that's what I got, one of them. Love that, because we all know they're a bit of a pig, aren't they? Let's see what you got, right, mate. That's fine. Hi, Conker. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. You'll catch up later on. Fair enough. No worries. That's fine. So I've got a friction disc puller. I got a sticker here. Is that a sticker? Yeah, I got a sticker in a post from Snobby Scrap Picker. He sent me a sticker saying I love scrap. I won that in a competition. Cheers, Snobs and Dust. Much appreciated. I think I bought that. Did I buy that? Oh yeah, I bought that. That's a video coming up. I'm doing a Quocast mower. Part needed for that. I've got a set of spanners. But these are 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 19/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, 13/16, 7/8, and 15/16. So I've got a set of them as well. I did have a set when I had a Land Rover, but I sort of binned them over the years. So I've got a complete set of those, which are always handy when you're doing the older machines. I've got a nice set, 4-piece set of circlip pliers as well, because mine are a bit worn out. So I've got a nice set of circlip pliers. Just what a man wants for Christmas. I got a new wire wheel from a bench. I've got a bench grinder, but I haven't got a wire wheel, and it's always handy when you're doing spark plugs and stuff. So I've got a wire wheel as well. That's cool. Nice set of welding gloves, because as you all know, I've got those who have seen my videos, I have got a welder now. So I've got a nice set of welding gloves as well. So that's cool. One set of them. Nice big set of extended needle nose long reach pliers as well. They've got the fuel line ones on there, 2 sets of straights and a set of curved. Or slightly curved, really curved and straight, and ring plier as well. So they're cool. Got a nice big set of them. They're cool. I've got 2 sets of these are from Nana and Mrs. P. 2 sets of airline fittings. You can never have enough. So 2 big sets of airline fittings. You can never ever have enough of those. I've got a nice new rivet gun. See, this is a proper Christmas. This is what I wanted. Tools. Nice new rivet gun because mine is absolutely knackered. No good for nothing. I've got a set of clamps which are for tying down your lawnmower handles when you're running them. So a nice set of clamps as well. I wanted them. What else do we get? Nana got me a nice die grinder, air die grinder as well, which is cool. That's very nice indeed. Tools for Christmas, Dick. Does it get any better than that? Does it get any better than that? It don't. You know it don't, Dick. She also got me, Mrs. P got me a 5-meter air hose. I've got an air hose, but mine's about 35 meters long. It's just too long. I could have cut it, but I said, well, that's what I want. So she got me a nice new air hose as well. So that's only 5 meters. That's plenty for just in the shed. I'll keep my long one for when I'm out in the garden and what have you. So I've got a nice one of them. I'm running out of space here. I also got a nice big set, multiple set of welding clamps because now I've got my own welder. Big welding clamps, nice big ones with mole grips. I think there's 3 or 4 of them I've got. So well happy with that. Got some nice welding clamps. A soft blow hammer. Never really had one of them. I got a big boy. Never really had a soft blow hammer, but I picked myself a little soft blow hammer as well. One of them, Mrs. P. Thank you very much indeed. My sister-in-law, she got me this, which is a plethora, about 1,000 piece set of different grips and sanding discs for my die grinder. So that's cool. So I don't know how many's in there. There's loads in there. All different grades. There's sanding discs, there's rubbing discs, there's sandpaper, there's cutting discs. It's all in there. So that'd be great for like doing the hedge cutters and what have you. So fantastic. Mrs. P also got me these, which I'm going to use. I've got my old Halford set, which it's not really being used, my old set, so much. But I thought if I get some of these desk tidies, toolbox tidies, I know what you're thinking, desk tidies, toolbox tidies, Mick, that's not you. Well, I can put all my sockets on here, put them straight in a box, and they're out of the way and sorted. So I've got some of them as well. They're cool. Mrs. P also got me a big box of rivets as well. Nice big box of rivets. That's what I got for my Christmas present, amongst loads of other stuff. I mean, Mrs. P absolutely sport. I got some clothes and I got new t-shirts and I got loads of stuff. New boots. I've got new slippers. I got them on. I got my Guinness slippers on. Quite like them. So yeah, I got absolutely spoiled rotten. And I don't know about you guys and girls. I love tools for Christmas. I love tools. Socks and pants I can buy myself. You know, when the arse falls out of them, you know it's time to change it, right, gents? Because everyone's got their favourite pair of pants got big holes in it. You know, we've all got them, but I don't. I've always said don't buy me socks and pants because I can buy them a drop of a hat off Amazon for 12 quid. So yeah, I've been absolutely sport rotten by Mrs. P and by Nana and by my mum and everybody else. So it's all good. We only had one family round, which is my sister-in-law. They come round for Christmas yesterday because we're in this lockdown situation. So I only did that. Apart from that, we didn't have anyone else round. Mum come round to see me, but only come on the doorstep, said hello and whatever. So that's what we had to do. So yeah, sport rotten. Mrs. P got a new ring because before we got married, we got engaged, obviously, and I gave an engagement ring, and she lost her ring broke. So I had it fixed, and then it broke again about 3 months later. And she actually lost the diamond, a big diamond in it. She lost it, gutted, and the shop wouldn't repair it because she lost the stone. She had the stone, they would have repaired it, but only repaired it once and lost the stone. So I had a big row with them and lost. So anyway, I went out and bought a nice little, it's like an eternity ring, but I use it as an engagement ring. It's got 10 diamonds in there and it's nice and flat so she can wear it to work. And she absolutely loved it. So that got the desired result. So that was cool. Apart from that, everybody had a fantastic time. We had a massive £10 turkey for dinner. Really, really enjoyed ourselves. Absolutely stuffed to the bilges. Couldn't eat any more if we tried. I even went on to peanuts and chocolates afterwards, but that's beside the point. But had a really good time. So let's see what we've got in the chat. Got a few more in here. Who else we got in here? Let's have a little look. Max, yeah, that's as far as I got. Yeah, Max, Lucky, Soul, how you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for coming on in. Nice to see you. Top Conquer. Gordon, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming, Gordon. Cars Exposed is gone, I think. Helen Padre, what did Santa bring you? Yeah, I showed that, yeah. Max, Jard, Henry, Top Conk, good afternoon. Jard, oops, sorry, wiping my phone screen. That happens, cool, no worries. You all talk to each other. Fun things to do with tech. Hey, thanks for coming in. You're all chatting. Pete Froud, yeah. Ken, old stuff, has AF, yeah, exactly. I've got a set here, which Pete Froud give me AF and Whitworth stuff here. I've got a set of that. You missed that. You've got a welder. What one? I missed it. Yeah, it's over here. It's only a little tiny baby one. It's nothing spectacular because I don't need big stuff. Got a little inverter welder. Here it is. Little inverted stick welder. That'll do me for what I need to do. I don't need to do nothing heavy. I got that off of Amazonian for 60 quid, something like that. So that's cool. That'll do me. I don't need nothing professional or anything massive. Just for little tiny mower bits. That's all I do. Or welding a trailer up. That's about as far as I'm going to go. You know. It's just starting to rain. Soul Sister. Hi, Ed, mate. Hi, Edward. Nice to see you. Just done the wire loom on the Vauxhall. Fantastic. Windows and central locking aren't working. Cool. Golden Gamer. Hey, I can't even talk. Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Having a brilliant Christmas, everyone. Yeah, we're all having a fantastic Christmas. Jeff, how you doing? Nice to see you, mate. Sounds like the sled. A Kinder Heavy. Yeah, we've got another one here. Someone else has sent him another one. I don't know who this was. He doesn't know. He doesn't know he's got it. Actually, I'll say. Oh, here we go. It's got a name in it. Here you go. It's got a name. That's from Harry Potter. He sent him a little Kinder Egg as well. I say little. It's bigger than my head. Kinder Egg one for Harry for a little tiny rider. Well, that turned up the other day, so he's happy with that. He doesn't know he's got it yet. Jeff, Darren. My lad is 16. Just started college. Land-based engineering. You should have seen his face when he opened up his Halfords Advanced Toolkit. I've got one myself, Halfords Advanced Toolkit. I've got the 240 piece set. The one with the ratchet spanners, absolutely fantastic. I love my Halfords Advanced set. I've got a smaller one, which has got a mixture in there. It's okay, quite good. But because I've got my bigger Halfords Professional set, I like to use that more. You know, it's better quality. But they don't do like the 3/16 and all that sort of stuff in the spanner range. But that's the issue with it. So I'm gonna clear my spanners out, and I've got this set here which I can now hang up. That's cool. Sup, peeps, Gordo. Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in. Merry Christmas. You're saying hello to each other. Fantastic. Steve-O. Hi, Mick. Enjoying your channel. I'm recently new to your channel, or to YouTube. Fantastic. I found you via Retro Restore and enjoy the banter you share and your network of your streams. Started my own channel too. Fantastic. Camper vans. Cool. Well, that'd be one for Mendit Man. He's into his camper van. So cool. I'll check out later on. Send me an email, Steve, and I'll check your channel out later on. I won't have time to do it now because I'm busy. My email address is just there, mate. But thanks for popping on in. Nice of Retro Restore to recommend me. He's a nice fellow, as old Martin. I do chat to him off and on. He's a good old lad. I like Martin a lot. He's got a fantastic family. I will hope all is well. Aussie Dad, Merry Christmas from down under. How you doing, mate? My cousin's just emigrated to Australia 3 months ago. She's over in New South Wales. She sent me a photograph of her Christmas Day on the beach in a bikini. Very nice indeed. I was a bit jealous, but I don't really get to wear bikinis very much. Job mechanic, you're saying that my grandfather has retired. Is a retired engineer. He has all the tools of a trade. Yeah, most of them do. Fix it, man, or fix it or scrap it. That's Neil F. How do you, mate? I'll see you. Thanks for popping on in. Nice to see you, Gary Ross. Martin Butler. Bomb, is he in here? I didn't see him. Or you just shouting Martin's name out. And the Lawnmower Detective, good morning. Hope you're all well. We're doing good. Did Mr. Martin Butler pop in here? I didn't see him. No, I didn't see him. No, okay, so let's you don't want to be sitting here listening to me all day. I've got 85 in the house. Fantastic numbers. You don't want to be sitting listening to me. Let me put the link out. And you can come on up and have a chat. And if need be, if you want to show us what you got for Christmas or whatever, or, you know, absolutely fine. UK Scrap at Hayden, I'll see you. Thanks for coming in. Andrew Thomas, Hayden, I'll see you. Let's put the link out. There's a link. That should work. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know if it works or not. You have to let me know. Can you see that link? I don't know if they fixed the link since last time. Last time I was on it was a week ago, and I don't know whether or not they fixed that. So let us know if that link is working. And I just mentioned Martin. Yeah, he is a cool bloke. Dazza, how you doing, mate? I'll see you. Thanks for coming in, mate. I hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's working cool. Right. There's a link. Feel free. Now, if no one hits the link, no one comes up, then I'll just turn it off and go and get drunk. Oh, there's your Sasquatch. Now, before you come up here, it's no good you poking holes in me because that sticker was out, that photograph was out there for everyone, baby. There's no evidence to support that Snobby got that from me. No evidence at all. All right? Hope you Ken. Hope you come, Ken. Nice to see you, mate. Hope you come.
Mick, because of that photo, I'm more famous now, so there you go.
That's what it's all about, baby. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you too. Ho, 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 and all of that sort of lovely stuff. Hope you're doing well. What are you up to then, Kenny boy? What are you up to?
Today it's 24 degrees. The plow that came with my truck I have sold to a friend of mine. So that's going to give me a few $1,000 for the channel. That'll help.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of them to work on.
Yeah. And Thomas Andrews says, Ken, you're ugly today, apparently.
Oh, he must look in the mirror by mistake.
It's always the way. You always get these people that are quite gobby in the chat, but when they come up on the panel, they say nothing. James, how you doing, mate? I'll see you. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. How you doing? How you doing, Spark? So nip up to the house, Spark. Keep it rolling. A bit too.
Yeah, I will do. Hello, everyone. I'm here. I'm just got back home. Just trying a 5-minute break.
Sparky, what's the latest with the radio station?
Done. 17th. I'm going to start. 17th. I'm hoping to start. We're just waiting for my slot to be allocated. What time and what schedule we've got. So it's good. It's sorted. Yeah, the IG was bad. I mean, my network was one bar of network all bloody time. Couldn't talk to anybody, couldn't speak to anybody. Everyone tried to get hold of said me, well, you couldn't get in communication with anybody. It was like going back over things. Hello, Jeff. Yeah. Yeah, Joe sent you a card across because due to the fact is we sent that about 11 out, all told, and we sent the cards out to everyone. And every one of them kept coming back saying, this person sent this. And I was like, yesterday IT was absolute trash yesterday. So network was trash and everything.
Yesterday, I couldn't even really talk to people. I was picking up much.
So we sent you a card across to you to say for you and your missus and the cat. So we did through the Amazon.
Last night.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. I think, but other than that, yeah, we've done well. I've had I got one of these basically. Give it Christmas.
Oh, you got a new sense of humour analyzer. You'll need that.
Yeah, definitely. So,
see what I did there, Ken? Ken, see what I did there?
Oh, yeah.
Who's that down there? Oh, hello. Who's that? We've got some scruffy urchin down there. Looks like he needs to have a haircut. Who is that?
If you want to throw a link for Snobby, they could see me in my best. Feel free.
So, say again, mate.
If you want to throw a link to Snobbies from yesterday so people can see me at my best, feel free.
Oh, trust me, you know better looking than what you were last week. Now, all right. So please welcome. I've got some scrawny urchin up there with rough hair. Some gorgeous looking woman. I don't know who that bloke is. He looks like he's stepped in the middle of a tornado or something. Here he is. Please welcome Mr. Mendit Man. There he is.
Hi.
Hi, Mendit Man.
Hi. Can you hear us okay?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
How you doing, big boy?
All right, I'm fine. You?
Yeah, well, you know me. I'm just sitting back, chilling out, relaxing. So who's that beside you? Who's that?
Alyssa, my daughter.
Hi.
You look, so is this your daughter that had a nice little present for Christmas?
Yes.
I knew all about it. So how's your new car? You like it?
I love it. I'm so grateful for it.
You're a very lucky girl. My dad, when I was your age, my dad bought me something. He bought me a rowboat, but with no paddles, so I couldn't use it. For 6 months.
Have to use your hands.
Yeah. How you doing, man, Luke? You doing? Oh, sorry, Mend It Man. I keep calling you Luke. I shouldn't do that. How you doing, Mend It Man? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Have you fixed your shed yet?
Yeah, but that all comes up on the video later today.
I won't give it away then. I tell you something, you are becoming a bit of a YouTube celebrity. You are sort of busting the moves out of his videos. I can't keep up with you.
Yeah, it's been a lot lately.
Yeah. So where's the lovely Laura? Is she camera shy today?
No, she's about 4 foot away. She might come on soon.
She might do. Yeah. I see you got. I did see your premiere yesterday, although I did miss it when it was live. I was probably stuck into carrots and what have you. I see you got told off for trying to nick little tiny pink star sweets.
Yes.
Thief.
Well, I enjoyed mine. They were very nice indeed. And like I said, I know that Laura made all that box up for us. Fantastic. Mrs. P, Riley Boy, Nana didn't even get a look in. I sat there, opened the box about 11:30 at night, and I scoffed the lot.
Really? The lot?
In one sitting.
And you're still sitting there fine.
I don't do anything by half measures. Ever since a doctor gave me this new tablet called a Metrazone, I can eat anything. It's great. But
Where'd you get those? Where'd you get some of those?
Yeah, I tell you, without them, I can't eat anything naughty. Because it just does me in. But ever since I got my older Metrazone, I got a hiatus hernia, and ever since I got them tablets, then I can eat most things. But yeah, thank you very much. They were lovely. The Rocky Road one was banging. I really enjoyed that. That was good.
I did get some of that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I did notice there was a couple of teeth marks in the corners of some of mine.
That wasn't me. It was a dog.
Oh, cheers. That makes it all the more better, does it? Oh, my Lord. So, did you have a nice Christmas then, Mend It Man? Was it a nice Christmas?
Yeah, it was a good Christmas, yeah. We, probably spent miles too much money, but then again, it's been a horrible year, isn't it?
Do you know what? As I was saying in my intro, I'm a firm believer in kids. Kids are there to be spoiled, and the reason I got with my wife is because I love her with all my heart. So she should be spoiled rotten as well. Yeah. So if you can afford it and you can show the gesture, then why not? Why not do it? Because we get caught up all year round. It's different for you, Luke. You work your missus. That must really do your head in, because it would me. But I'm joking, Laura. I'm joking. It's so hard when you work together. You're trying to get the job done, all the rest of it, and sometimes you tend to forget the reason why you got together in the first place. And I try to remind my missus every day, which she actually does acknowledge the fact that she wishes she never looked back. But I believe you should spoil the ones that you love, and my kids love me and I love them. So yeah, I spoil them as much as I possibly can. Got to.
Well, my nephew got something really good. I mean, I love this. This is so funny. He got a police car. Them toy police cars.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mend It Man's got one of them. It's one of his projects coming up.
No, but my dad bought about 4 in the summer, broken ones, for my nephew, and yeah, they like them.
Yeah. Riley Boy had one. Riley Boy had lovely. Riley Boy had one. He had a car. Is it Cars? The red thing. He had one of them. He didn't like it. He got in it, put his foot down, and got out, and he never got in it again. Had to sell it. He didn't like it, but he'd rather sit on the dentist and ride around on a 30-inch cut lawnmower. So go figure. Go figure. How you doing, Thomas? Are you doing well? Yeah, man of many words. Fantastic. Are you
He's on the drink.
You're getting smashed. So Luke, Mend It Man, you were saying to me that you're not a heavy drinker. I'd say heavy. But you don't partake in regular oiling of the cogs.
No, but I did have a bit of champagne yesterday.
And how did that go? Did he get all chopsy, Laura, when he got a bit drunk? Did he?
Not really. Just went to sleep.
He usually goes to sleep.
Oh my Lord!
I did have a couple of ciders as well.
Oh, good man. So, where about? Are you in your Newmarket way, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been up there a couple of times. When I used to visit the Newmarket Stud, because my granddad used to transport racehorses for John Dunlop down this neck of the woods.
Oh yeah.
And we're always up there visiting the old. There's a big jockey club in the centre of Newmarket. In there, is it the Jockey Club Institute or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Funny
Yeah.
to say that. The person I bought the car off for my daughter, he actually worked at the Jockey Club.
Oh, there you go. See,
Yeah.
and I once sold a Renault Clio car to a bloke in Newmarket from down south. No, I'm joking. I didn't.
We got the car mixed up.
It wasn't a Clio. It's not Clio.
If it's got a Briggs and Stratton flathead in it, it was mine. So, what did the lovely Laura get for Christmas? Anything nice?
Go on, you say it.
I got a cricket machine.
A what?
It's
a
a
vinyl cutting machine.
Sorry,
Yeah.
there was a glitch just as you spoke. There was a glitch, and it sounded like a cricket machine.
That's exactly what it is. A cricket machine.
Yeah.
Hey,
It
Yep.
cuts vinyl, stickers, paper, cards. No, not that sort of cricket.
no.
No.
All right. So if anyone wants any YouTube stickers being made, designed, Laura will make it, design it, and cut it out for you. There you go. There's a new business venture. Fantastic. Good on you,
She
Laura.
ain't plugged in yet.
I haven't even got it out the box yet.
Laura, you can make some t-shirts up. Fantastic. We're on a winner.
I've got a funny feeling this is why I was allowed to buy it.
You know what? It's a bit like me. I bought Mrs. P some of them slinky underwear sets. You know.
That's all for you.
Yeah, exactly that. Mrs. P likes it. I love it. And yeah, it's a benefit for me. So yeah, I'm thinking you're right. I think Luke bought you that machine because he likes it more.
It's got alternative reasons. Then again,
Oh, you are.
I find him, as long as it gets him out of the house, it's fine.
Oh, like that, is it?
Yeah.
I get told off for being out of the house at the moment, only because it's Christmas. Mrs. P don't want me down there all day, so I've been speaking to a few other people, and I know that Mendip Man was saying, "Oh, yeah, just going in the shed." I thought, "It's Christmas, I can't be doing that." I'm down there too often as it is, and not for me. I'd rather sit indoors and get really, really hammered. Because I don't get a chance to do it throughout the entire year. I sound like a right alcoholic, but I'm not.
Sure, Mr. P loves that.
Well, she can talk. She was on with Sherry yesterday, and during cooking dinner, and she was a bit wonky wheeled on the left wheel by about 12:30, which was great. When one of my boys came over and he asked for a lift to go somewhere else because he's one of my step boys. He was around his dad's, but wanted to lift somewhere else to go, whatever it was. And Mrs. P said, "Oh, I'll take you." I said, "Darling, you can't go. What's up with you? Look at the state of you." No, as I say, because of Mrs. P's job, she don't drink a lot, and because of my job, our drinking and drugs, alcohol taking is lower than the legal limit. So drugs is a no, full stop, and the drinking policy is actually lower than the drink driving limit at work. So when I'm at work, I've got to have at least 2 days of clear days off if I want to have a beer. You know,
Don't risk it.
Exactly that, because literally you can turn up in the yard and there'd be 300 people turn up in the yard, and all of a sudden a big lorry comes in, articulated lorry. It looks like a prison lorry. That's what it looks like. And you all have to go in there, pee into a cup, and there you go. So it ain't worth it. So I was saying to Mendip Man, I showed him a photograph of my Murphys. He said, "Oh, you're a bit of a big drinker." No, but literally that probably lasts me all year now, to be fair.
Hits you hard.
Well, you know, I do like a beer. And when I was in Herbert, I used to really like my beer. But I don't get the chance no more. So I take it when I can, and I'll leave it. I'm one of them guys that can go into a pub, have a shandy whilst everyone's getting smashed, and I'm happy with that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Take or leave it sort of thing.
Yeah, I never used to be. I used to, if I had to go out and I had to go and get wrecked and get a Chinese and throw up on my shirt. That was me when I was little. But not anymore. You know, I think having 4 kids sort of sobers you up a bit as well. So I can take it or leave it. So what have you got for this year then, Mendip Man? Without giving away anything, have you got any aspirations for this year? What you'd like to see your channel do, or?
Yeah, initially up to 1,000, really, as quick as possible, really. It's
yeah.
What's he got there?
I think who's that?
A little mouse.
Hang on, who's that? Who are we looking at? Are we looking at Ken?
Ken.
He's always eating that ball.
Ken's a failure. Ken's a failure. You need to move the camera.
The weird thing is, he's actually in his truck driving down the road with a big bag of biscuits.
Watching Micks Mowers and eating biscuits.
Whilst driving down the road. Only the Americans can get away with that.
So yeah, Mend It Man, the cricket machines are good because you can do the drawing and you can do vinyl and you can do the magnetic backing as well on the cricket machines.
Oh,
yeah.
magnetic backing.
She hasn't looked into it much already up to now. We've just
If you need any help or anything like that, I've got a lot of silhouette contacts in that area.
Okay, that's brilliant to know.
There you go. So yeah, I'll have a couple of Micks Mowers magnet stickers on my old van. That'd be all right. Price us up, Laura. Price us up.
I'm in the driveway, but it's on park.
Okay, speed up. Lawnmower Detective says, Mick, when are you going back to work? I go back on I think it's either the 7th or the 11th. My phone was turned off on the 3rd of December when I finished my shift. And I don't even know where my work phone is. I couldn't even tell you where it is. I'm not going to worry about it until the day before. So I don't go back to about the 11th. And then that's it then. We're already in tier 4 where I am. Are you guys tier 4ing it, are you?
Tier 2 now.
Oh, you're 2. You're down west, down 2. What are you then, Luke?
We've just gone into 4 now.
The whole UK will go into lockdown, I reckon, this week on Monday or Tuesday when Boris talks on Monday. I've got a funny feeling we're going to lock down completely.
That's what I reckon.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's got to be done, isn't it? It's got to be done. You've had your fun, people. You've had your fun. You've taken the Mickey. Now it's time to behave yourself. You know what I mean?
Around nicely.
What else can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. So just it is what it is. The advantage is for us, Mend It Man, is that B&Q, Wickses, and all that lot won't be able to buy in from China all those lawnmowers for next season.
No.
That's the advantage. So I've got about 30 or 40 here.
You've seen my garage.
Yeah, I need to pop up and have a little look at that. Luke. Just a close inspection. I'll bring my trailer. Just have a little look in there. In fact, I've had a look at mine, and I've got some work to do because my roof in my mower store has collapsed. I'm not sure what's gone on. It happened either yesterday or the day before, but it's on top of all the mowers now. So I've got to go out and repair that at some point.
We've got a shed. I should have refilled it about a year ago, and it's just been left. So I'm going to tarpaulin it at the moment just to keep the water out. But it needs a proper job, but it takes time.
Well, it's not. It's you spent half your life in the shed. So the way I see it is that you got the time, but you just
That's a different shed.
Oh right, so that's a different shed to you. That's a different shed to your project shed because every video I was speaking at the moment is I've got another project. I've got another project. I've got another.
There is another one coming up on the next video, but I'm not going away on that. Yeah.
So when are you going to change your channel from? When are you changing your channel from Mend It Man to Project Man?
I did think about that before I changed it to Mend It Man actually, but I thought Mend It Man did cover us a wider range. I thought so.
Mend It Man would only come into it if you actually mended your projects. Look at Laura. Look at Laura giving it all that look. Look, I didn't bring you up here to get you roasted. Well, I did, but
I don't care. I know I'm always going to have 3 or 4 projects on the go together. It's just the way I work, really.
It's the same as me, mate. I've got 4 or 5 of my own to do, but the dentist is due to make a comeback. It'll be early spring once the temperature picks up a touch. I can start spraying. I managed to pick up some British Racing Green. I think I told you some British Racing Green should have retailed at about $16.50. Got for £5 a tin.
Oh yeah,
and it's a proper enamel paint with lacquer built into it. So it's proper old fashioned paint, which is good. From a company called I think it's either Allen and Smith or Smith and Allen, something like that. I got in contact with him via the old lawnmower club, but this fella up in Horsham was selling 24 cans. I didn't want 24 cans, so I got 12. Oh,
so you're not going to spray it with a compressor? You're just going to spray it with the aerosols?
I was going to do it with a compressor. I was all geared up for it, but then these turned up. So I thought for what it cost, 60 quid. By the time I buy my paint, my thinners, and all the rest of it, I'm going to spend that anyway. So I thought, well, I'll buy these. And I'll get the spray gun out another day, and I've always got something I'll spray up. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll do a Dennis in British Racing Green, which is sort of not the right colour for it, but I think it's acceptable. British Racing Green looks good on anything, you know. So they've just been doing a 1940s style caravan, completely revamped a caravan, 1940s, very nice. And they had 24 cans of excess paint left over, so I thought I'll go and grab them. So I was going to start with Dennis up as a Christmas special. Get dressed up as Santa Claus and drive around the garden on the Dennis, but I couldn't be asked to start it. It takes half hour to start the blinking thing. So it's not funny, Laura. It's a starting handle as well. You really have got to crank it.
You should have done that after you had a drink.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Me going out there, three parts cut.
Going through your neighbours like Santa on a sledge.
They hate me as it is. You know. To be fair, that one don't. That one does. But it's what it is. The Dennis is not a quiet little lawnmower with a 600cc engine on it. It's not a quiet little engine. And with the big lorry exhaust on it, doesn't help matters. But it's my house. I bought it, so tough. It's my garden. I do what I want to do in it. So yeah, I've got the Dennis. That's due to come up. I've also got me ride-on mower, a little MTD Pinto, if you can call it a ride-on. I've got that coming up. I've got a new set of belts for that. And I'm going to put the other engine. I've got a 6.5 Intech engine to fit on there. I've got a new carburetor for it somewhere. It's over there, I think. New carburetor for that. So that will go back on the original engine because I bought one of those Hater 48 engines. And it runs fine, but as soon as you engage the blades, the revs drop and you can't adjust it.
What engine was that?
So this one,
was that the Intech, the smaller one you bought for it? Or?
They're both roughly the size engines because a Hater 56 is around about a 6 horse anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they're both about the same, but I think the problem I had is that the Intech engine, this one here, that's got a solid cast flywheel on it, and I think the Hater one has got an aluminium one. And I think that made a difference, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that's the problem. So I'm due to get that engine off and put the other one back on again. I've got a Quocast in at the moment, but I've got a gearing that's snapped on. I had a little sneaky peek at it, and I got that little pulley tensioner.
Oh yeah,
that had gone. So I've got that in the other day, and someone gave me a load. You know the white gearings that go on those little cylinders.
Yep, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone gave me one. And I can't find it. So I don't know where that is. It's brand new too. Brand new. I've got a white gear and 2 pink gears. And I can't find them. So I have to go and buy another white gear for that.
All right, Pete. White Dirt Rider.
So I've got that to do. I've still got... I'm going to be making a little ride-on Hater mower as well. If I can find a nice little Hater 48 in reasonable condition, I'm going to make it in from a self-propelled mower to a riding mower. So I've got my welder now. So I'm going to do a little project on that at some point. So I've got a few things in the pipeline, and also got a few other live streams coming up, hopefully with some more celebrity people coming up too, which would be good. I've had really good feedback from my my big live stream I've done. I had some really good feedback off of that, and it seems like everyone that was on that live stream is happy to participate in another one going forward.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I've got lots on.
Oh yeah.
Hello, partner. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, not
nice
too
to see
bad.
you. Good man. That's what I like to hear.
Got
So
a
yeah,
good
I'll check you out.
Non-clickable link on the back.
Did Laura make that for you?
Who's
Hey?
Laura?
She's up here. What do you mean? Who's Laura? She's the new YouTube guru. There she is. There she is. There she's beautiful. There she is. She's now doing her own YouTube channel. She's started her own channel called Laura the Sticker Guru. Someone's got a phone going, and she's making YouTube stuff for everyone.
That I haven't got yet.
And cooking as well. Don't forget cooking.
And cooking, yeah. Laura in the kitchen with Laura. That's called. It's going to be great. You're so busy, Laura.
This feels like peer pressure.
Well, that's the way I intend to do it. I just can't help myself. So Mendit Man, did you think? Because obviously you've been with me since the day I started mine.
But I think you had probably about 10, 20 subs. That was I come on about then.
Yeah. which is really cool because you've been a good supporter of the old channel for me, and hopefully I showed it going backwards. But did you think your channels would pick up the way they have? 'Cause I know you went a bit quiet for a while, didn't you? Whilst you've been busy weeding and all that sort of stuff.
Well, that's a problem with the gardening channel. Sometimes when you're busy, you don't get time to do the YouTube stuff so much, and you just sort of crack on really. But I don't think you can allow to take your foot off the gas at all. Really, you've got to sort of keep going.
Oh, definitely. From what I've seen, if you miss 2 weeks of video footage, if you're on a holiday, let's say you take the lovely Laura away to Barbados for a 2-week all-inclusive holiday, 5-star hotel, hot tub in the room as well.
Peer pressure.
If you didn't upload some videos and had them in the old bank whilst you're away, I firmly believe your views would suffer within 2 weeks.
Yeah. I've got 4 in the bank at the moment, I think, and about another 3 to finish off. So
you've booked this Barbados holiday?
No, we can't, can we? We're in lockdown.
Oh yeah.
Or more or less lockdown.
Luke, that was very snidey of you to put that in there to say that. You can still book it. Or failing that, Laura, nice little weekend break away in the camper van when it's done up, when that project's finished.
Oh, another project.
I'm still waiting.
I'm waiting for her to underseal underneath it. Get a paintbrush under there and underseal it.
By the time you get round to that, I reckon you'd have a tree growing through it. Did you get that mower back from? Weren't you bringing that mower back from that big plot you do? Is it
I haven't got that back yet because it's too wet. It's too wet where I have to go on to. It's been so much rain, so that should be coming back in the new year.
Was that a hater?
Big hater triple, yeah.
Yeah, I came across a nice little ransom triple the other day, up for sale. You only wanted 300 quid for that. All working apparently.
Was it diesel or petrol?
Diesel.
Oh yeah.
Nice machine. I couldn't get it into my shed. I have to have it locked up somewhere else. I just thought it'd be a nice little thing just to tidy up, tar up, and make it look nice. Nice sort of ransom triple.
So you got it? Yeah.
No. I'm in enough trouble. As it is. I have to be very careful what I do. So what I generally do is I always bid on stuff or buy stuff, and then I always arrange to collect it on a Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday. That's when Mrs. P is at work. So when she comes back, it's already here, and she don't like me returning stuff. So there might be like 15 mowers turn up. She said, "Well, they weren't here yesterday." Yeah, they were. Just drag them out of the shed.
He does that to me.
So you could have said, "Oh, sorry, when you come home, you can't park there today because I've parked this ransom triple on there."
But it's been there for weeks.
I think she would have noticed if there's a ransom triple been parked in the shed for a little while. It's not like a set of keys, is it? You know what I mean? They're quite a big old boy.
My one's road registered, so you can sort of use it.
I might get the Dennis road registered yet.
I actually saw one for sale on Facebook, a real rough thing, like in the bushes, year or so back, and it actually had the number plate still on it.
Really?
Yeah, it was like 3 letters and the 2 numbers. And I actually checked it up on DVLA to see if it was actually registered. It wasn't. But I thought, the number plate would have been worth good money, but it's probably long been took off there, yeah.
Yeah, well, Dick Small Engine says ransoms are the best cutting units. But they are good, especially with the fine blades on them. They are really good.
That's basically, to be honest, I think ransoms make the same one as my big hater. I think they are more or less the same, just badge different.
I think the only other difference is on a ransom triple, you do sit a lot higher up. The design of it, you do sit. You're more like a pea in a pod, where you're sort of more inside the unit.
Yeah,
a ransom triple,
compact.
The bonnet is right down by your lap.
Yeah,
and you have that fear of being exposed to the elements on a ransom triple. You are sort of a pea in a pod. But they are a nice old machine. I've gone down the vintage road, but that was Pete Froud's fault. He started me on that, and I wish I never did now. Only because it's just parts are so hard to get. And I know that you've been doing up your little Yamaha, and is it your little Yamaha you've got now?
Yeah, everything from nearly everything from the US. I have to order it from.
Yeah. You know, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just to try and source them parts is really hard. But
you can get sort of serviceable parts from the UK, but anything beyond that, you have to go to the US to get really.
Yeah, and they sting you for the shipping. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
Shipping is absolutely terrible. I forgot to tell him.
He's feeding the neighbour. It's
Eh?
Ken's neighbour's feeding the deer with his shrubs.
Yeah, lovely. I like to feed deer in my freezer. Got loads in there. So how you doing, partner? You doing well?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
What you up to, buddy? You had a good Christmas?
Not much. I've got a couple of videos I want to make.
Yeah.
Say again.
I've got a couple of videos I want to make. I've got a strapping video.
Your audio is absolutely shocking, Partnest.
Oh, just a sec.
All right,
'Cause
baby.
I've got a microphone plugged in as well as a webcam. Give you a moment.
All right, honey. You take your time. You all right, Thomas? I can't shut you up, Thomas, can I? You come in the chat, Thomas. Got all gobby in the chat, and now you're saying nothing, are you?
Is it
Yeah.
any better?
No. I have to fix snow thrower today.
You got to fix a snow thrower. Sorry.
Yeah. Same one I've been dealing with the carb issue.
Carby, what carb has it got on it?
Walboro carb. It's on a Tecumseh.
On a Tecumseh?
Yep.
I don't know if Ken's frozen. Oh, no, he's still awake. He's still there.
I'm still here.
Okay. So what's up with that?
Yeah, it's not getting any fuel. I cleaned it like 10 times.
Is it gravity fed? Pump fed?
Yep. Gravity fed.
Blow through the tank, Tom. And sometimes the filter that's in the tank gets clogged. Blow through it.
Yeah, exactly.
You get good to the tank.
Yeah, you
I
should
cleaned
be.
out the tank last week.
What happens when you take the fuel pipe off the carby? Does it just drain out nicely?
There is no fuel.
So
yeah, it drains out nicely.
So bad needle.
Yeah, bad needle on the seat, maybe.
Or link flow bowl.
Or bad mechanic.
I had the same sort of problem on what was that on? That was on that Balmoral. No, it wasn't Balmoral. I don't know. It was on one of them. I did a job recently, and it just kept flooding, and the float was just a little bit sticky. So I just get a little bit of a whack with a screwdriver, and it sorted itself out.
Sometimes, yeah. It's cold too. I mean.
Yeah, it is cold. Yeah, definitely.
How do you guys clean out rusty fuel tanks? How do you deal with them?
I've got one at the moment.
I got a quick trick. You take the tank. Excuse me, Mick. You take the tank, throw a bunch of nuts and bolts in it, and you strap it to the side of your car tire, jack it up, rear end, just let the thing go, and it'll get it nice and clean.
Because I've got two to do. So, but one I can't do because it's on the little Pooch Maxi moped, and the tank in the body of that. So, I'm going to try caustic soda, but
maybe get a whacker plate and tie it to a whacker plate and do it.
Cement mixer.
That'll do. Yeah, tie it to a cement mixer. I've got a tank over here at the moment. Come off of a
cement mixer.
Yeah.
I've got a little
double dryer.
I've got a little Villiers engine here, probably about 1960s, I think. I guess.
Oh yeah.
And that's got a nice round tank, but that's absolutely had it inside. And I've just been filling it with nuts and bolts and washers, and just filling it up with Coke, normal Coke, and just shaking it, draining the Coke out, put more Coke in, just keep shaking it up, and it's getting better. It's getting better.
Because what
I said, people strap to the side of their lawnmower tractors on the rear tire. Just strap it to the side of the wheel and drive around the yard. It'll be like a tumbler with the bolt. Works really well.
Yeah, because the Pooch one, the moped one, I've actually got one of them cameras you can look in the tank.
Yeah.
And it's not really bad, but I'd say I've seen worse, put it that way. But yeah, but that's in the body of the moped. So.
I think Steve Small Engine Saloon did a video not so long ago on the top 10 anti-rust agents about, and did quite a fair review actually, Luke, of how they perform. So it might pay to have a look at that and to see. You might have to get the stuff over in the US, of course, and give that a go.
Yeah, because
but remember what the winner was?
What was the winner?
It was toilet bowl cleaner.
Toilet bowl cleaner.
Exactly. Toilet bowl cleaner worked the best.
that is actually what I've bought. I've actually bought that for it, but I haven't done it yet. So I will do a video however I do it, and then might help someone.
Hi, Sherry. How you doing, honey? Thanks for popping on in. So yeah, give that a go, Luke. I know I've got a Ransom Marquis tank down here as well, which I'd like to sell on because they're worth like 40 quid.
Yeah.
And that tank is particularly bad. So I might get some toilet duck as well. Is it like toilet duck? Is it same sort of thing?
I think it's either caustic. I think that's something like caustic soda. I think it is. So it's sort of is a bit of yeah. So it's quite dodgy stuff if you get your hands in that. So you have to be careful.
Right.
Yeah, wear gloves.
Yeah.
Right. I'll look into that. I've got 2 or 3 tanks in the same boat.
I think what I saw was our friend 805 Road King, who does like engines and stuff.
Yeah, I know him.
Gas tank. He strapped it to his back of his tractor tire and just drove around the yard for a half hour, and that thing came out beautiful.
Yeah.
I might try that. I might try that with Riley. Tape him to the back of a tractor. We'll see if that brings him out. And he's emptying out from time to time.
Why not
After all
have
them
fun?
Kinder eggs.
All them Kinder eggs, yeah, definitely. Part Nest, we lost you for a minute because you had bad audio. So how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, not too bad. Can you hear me now?
Just about, mate. It's not the best. It's not the best audio in the world, but it's better than what it was.
I can hear you okay.
So yeah, I've got a couple of videos I want to do. Going to scrap out Eater Blow motor that I've changed over on Citroen. I'm going to scrap. I've got to scrap the old one.
Like what I did.
Yeah. Your video did help me a bit. Yeah.
Well, I did see yours, and more lighting required. Part Nest.
Yeah, not the best. You're right. Yeah, lighting's not all that great.
It's always a way, mate. When you can see it, but the audio won't, the camera won't pick it up. But mine has done the job. About second-hand motor I got on mine and put on the wife's car. That's been fantastic. Hasn't missed a beat since.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, 45 quid on eBay, and it were local to me.
I think I paid about the same money for mine. I did get a new resistor for mine as well, which I fitted in the end, and it sorted mine out, no problems at all. Mrs. P was getting a bit fed up with minus 4 degrees in her car. I don't see why, you know.
Resistor on mine were all right. It was more because it was just stiff with motor.
Is it because you got the water in the bottom? Is that why it got all rusty?
I don't think there's any evidence of any water getting in, because I know it can get through wheel arches. You know where the drain is, it wheel arch.
That's it. Yeah, it gets in there.
Drain. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's no evidence of any water getting in there.
All right.
It's done 170,000 miles, so 12 years and all that mileage is taking its toll.
Yeah, definitely. East Coast says, Mend It Man. He says the black bottle bleach in the UK, but keep an eye on it as it can eat more away. Just a few spoons of caustic soda and water.
Oh.
Apparently.
Yeah, I know that can't use too much because it will, go too far.
Yeah.
This is a bit thin. I think on the pooch it's okay because it's quite solid sort of structure, but still, I don't want to do more than I have to.
Yes, Ken, you're waving.
No, I gotta go, guys. So, talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.
All right, baby. Take it easy,
See
mate.
you again.
Bye, mate.
Bye, guys.
There goes old Kenny. He's off. What's that there?
Chocolate Christmas trees, is it?
It looked more like chocolate penises to me.
Bloody not the chocolate penguins.
Oh, sorry, it looked like a part of male genitalia.
That's a chocolate penguin.
This looks like a penis.
Look at the size of
Hotel chocolate. My mother-in-law got us.
Yeah.
I couldn't just Crocodile Dundee moment there. That's not a chocolate penguin. This is.
Can we try and keep to just 2 emojis in my chat, please, people? As it spams my chat out. Cheers for that. So Mendit Man, you messaged me saying you won't be on my live stream because you got stuff to do and you're behind already. So it looks like you're going to be another failed day.
The heater is on in the shed and the light's on, so I'm ready to go as soon as I want to. And it has had a tidy out after the catastrophe, what I will show in my video coming up.
Yeah. Did you have a good day yesterday, Mick, with your family? Had an absolutely banging day. Absolutely brilliant. Riley Boy, to be fair, and as I was saying to Mendit Man last night, he was asking a few questions about Riley Boy because we text each other. Riley did very, very well. We give him some medication anyway every morning just to slow him down a smidge. But with obviously with the amount of gifts under the tree, he was at full tilt. But he coped very well. He did okay. The problem with Riley Boy is he likes to open. He thinks every present under the tree is his. That's the problem. Oh, that's the problem. And his nieces or his cousins, they don't appreciate that when they're trying to open up their dollies or what have you. They don't appreciate Riley Boy helping them. So no, he did very well. And we had a nice day, despite the fact it was a COVID Christmas. Because normally we have my house is generally quite full. We have about 15 people around generally at Christmas. But there was a few people that weren't there. And my mum and dad had their own Christmas at home. They're in their 70s, and they just decided to stay at home. They weren't going to go out. They cooked themselves a turkey, and they had a day at home together. So it's what it is. I think there were lots of people over the world that did it on their own or a muted Christmas, I think. But we have to do what we have to do, I suppose. You know, it's only going to get worse now. Now we've been let out for a little while, and it's going to get worse now, isn't it?
There's lots of tier 4.
Yeah.
In the short term, it's going to be worse, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're looking at about, at a guess, about another 12 weeks. 12 weeks of proper lockdown before they let us back out again. Any normality. It took nearly 2-3 months to bring that curve down last time, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so it's going to be another 2 or 3 months of this before they let us back out again. But do you know what? I don't get it, right? And I'm not a political person at all. But I don't see the sense in going out to London or Manchester or wherever and everyone coming out in their drones because they don't want to be locked up for 12 weeks. I get that. I get but that's a horrible feeling. I don't see the sense in it. I don't see what that achieves. That don't achieve nothing. Does it? Or not? Or am I wrong?
I don't know. The way I got to look at it is this: we've had our fun, we've had our time. It is now to pay for the consequences of what we've done.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because some people have gone over the top, haven't they? They've all gone over, all going off the seaside and that. You know, it sort of. Yeah. They just went mad, didn't they? You know, letting out their cage really, mad.
We went to Falmouth just for the day for Christmas, right? And literally, the person who took us said you can't stay majority of the Boxing Day because you're in lockdown. You're not allowed to stay over at people's houses, which was fine. And then on the radio, £1,000 fine being issued to a landlord, because he rented his holiday cottage to a tier 4 person, and the council found out on Christmas Day he rented it to them.
Oh.
So, yeah.
But like I said to you, Sparky, where you live, you were tier 1. You don't have the amenities like we have up here. No. You ain't got them. So if you get hit by tourists, which is what your part of the country needs to survive.
Yeah.
If you get hit by it, you've had it. Game over for you lot.
So the landlord's got £1,000 fine. The boy's been sent basically packing back up to somewhere up north. Yeah, and then literally it's a case of that. You know what I mean? So
probably it's probably all that lot coming down for Newmarket, mate, isn't it? All that lot.
I haven't been. The only place we've been is between the lockdowns. We went away to Norfolk for 3 nights, and that was it.
Oh, was that in that was that in that secluded little shanty town?
Little pod thing, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I'd much rather go to Barbados or something like that on like a 5-star all-inclusive holiday if I had the choice. But that seemed quite nice. I think quite a nice sort of breakaway. And sometimes, you know, a break away from the home environment and the work environment is just what the old body and the batteries need, isn't it? Just a bit of a recharge.
Because that was actually booked earlier, but because just before we come out of the first lockdown, that was at the end, just before we come out. So we missed it that time. So we rebooked it in between the other 2 lockdowns. It's about September, October time. Yes, did have a little break, but that's the only place we've really been to this year.
Were you guys the only guys there on your holiday, or do you have a few neighbours, or?
There's a good gap between them, and I think probably about 4 of them out of 10 had people in. But you had good distance between, yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. We went up. I took the kids 1 year up to that Sandy Balls. Is it in New Forest? You ever been there? Sandy Balls? Yeah, Sandy.
No, I've never been there.
It's a big camping place. You can either rent a log cabin, static caravan, camping yourself, or rustic camping. You can do all of it. Only problem is it's very commercialised. That's the only problem. If I want to go away, I'd rather just do it off my own back, bit of off the grid stuff, you know. But failing that, I'd rather go to Barbados on a 5-star hotel and all inclusive, a hot tub in the room, and that's me. I've done my time of laying on the ground and what have you, and I like to be spoilt when I go on holiday.
Have you ever been to Barbados?
Yeah,
you have.
Yeah, and Turkey. Been to Turkey about 12 times. Absolutely love Turkey. That's one of the best places in the world.
I bet you go.
Laura's eating at the moment.
I'll tell you, Laura, go to Turkey. I tell you, you would not be disappointed. It absolutely only cost you for you and your Mrs. Mendit Man and your daughter. Only cost you about $8,000. You'll absolutely love it.
At least in Turkey, get a good gobble.
Well, no, you don't. But where we go the southwest part. We go down to a place called Olodeniz. The main city is called Fethiye, down near Hisaronu. Mm-hmm. The locals are fantastic. You got all your nightclubs if you want all that sort of stuff. But we go quad biking, we go jeep safari, and we go boat cruises and all that sort of stuff. It's a really slow pace, and I like the all inclusive because, as I say, when I'm on holiday, I like to participate in my local beverage. And generally by about 9:30 in the morning, I can barely swim. By about 11 o'clock, I can barely see. But that soon wears off as the temperature climbs to about 38 degrees at night time. No, I like a nice sort of summer holiday. I don't know. Yeah, I think if I had the choice, I'd much rather do a 5-star all inclusive, get on a plane and all the rest of it, and get involved in it. That's me now. I think I've done my days of camping, and I'm getting too old. See, I've got a bad back, and I like to wear my Micks Mowers thong when I go on holiday. Oh, Laura, are you making YouTube thongs? That could be a thing. I'll get a line for that for my merchandise.
A thong, Mick, not a mankini.
Well, let Luke model them.
Not so much thongs, more sort of G-string style is what I'm after.
For you to take to Turkey next time you go.
Say again, Luke.
For you to take to Turkey next time you go.
And I've got some to take. It's not. I've got loads to take, but I would like to have my own merchandise line. Yeah,
so you can advertise on holiday. Yeah.
Yeah, my own set of budgie smugglers.
Where exactly would you put the logo?
Yeah, where's the logo?
On the back.
Oh, on the back.
Just assume everyone's going to be looking at your back.
It's all about drawing attention to yourself. That's what it's all about. So, what more attention do you want? Who's that down in the basement? Someone's creeped in down there. Who's that?
Did anyone have a holiday booked this year? Will they have to cancel?
My mum did. My mum had one. She had one booked in September to Turkey. Funnily enough, they stay in a different part. They were allowed to go. They didn't have to quarantine when they came back, but they had to quarantine when they went out there, which sort of defeated the object of going on holiday. So
Yes.
they were advised to move it to next year at a cost of £500.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a bit steep. But like I said to Mum, because my mum suffered with heart failure 2 years ago, so her insurance is quite high anyway. And I said to her, do you know what? For what it is, you've got the NHS over here, right? You can be as sick as you like, and they'll accept you, and they'll work on you free of charge. All you got to do is pay your stamp each payday. And I'd much rather be here with the NHS than in a Turkish hospital somewhere where you got to ring up your insurance company to see if they can put you on a ventilator, right?
Yeah.
So my mum had one booked up, but in the end she didn't go. She's supposed to go next year, but by the looks of it, that don't look too great at the moment.
We did have a cruise booked up in October, but obviously that went.
And where was that going? Where was that going to?
We had to fly to Venice. Get a cruise at Venice. Right. It was down to the Greek islands.
Oh, lovely!
But then it went. So,
well, they were doing a cruise, 14-night stay in Singapore about 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Only problem was you had to go on the boat and you had to stay there for 14 nights. You couldn't get off of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think a cruise is really my cup of tea. You know, not for me.
Laura loves it. Laura loves it.
Okay. What's the reason for that, Laura? Why do you love a cruise?
Oh, there's just so many things to do.
Like what?
Well, the one we went on before had an ice skating rink, so you could go and see ice shows.
There's a lot to do, yeah.
And every morning you wake up in a different country or different place. It's just exciting.
Do you know it sounds good? It sounds good. I don't think I could do it.
Do you
and there's loads and loads of food.
Do you like eating and drinking all day? Eating and drinking.
I like that. I can do that. I can do that all day.
Do that. Me and Alyssa suffer with seasickness a little bit, so
I don't.
More than Laura does. So yeah.
But being on a floating city like that, you know, I don't suppose it rocks about too much, do it?
Well, actually, a lot of this. Well, obviously, we didn't get to go on this one, but the one before, we got money back, half our money back, because the stabilizer was broken.
We got a hole in
so it was doing that really bad. And then one morning, we got stuck in Vigo in Spain for a couple of days because it had a hole in the front of the boat, and they were repairing it without telling us.
Oh yeah!
In the middle of the night, 3:00 in the morning, apparently. Code Bravo, and they pulled it in, and they had to weld up the front of the boat.
See, but that is also my little concern, right? Is that whilst you're all asleep, right? They dragged you in and repaired the ship without no one knowing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'd want to know.
But the thing
they patched it up.
Yeah, they patched it.
Yeah, see, I'm not up for that. Because if you're going like somewhere like Singapore, where like the engineering is probably not quite so good as it is over here, British standards and all that, you know, a couple of Coke can tins on the side of a boat that wouldn't do it for me. Do you know what I mean?
Well, the cruise cost $2,400, and they give us back $1,200.
Oh, that ain't too shabby.
So we got half back, half in voucher and half back to the card. So
was you sick though, Luke? Was you sick?
I weren't actually sick. No, I was. But we did miss out two. We did miss out 2 stops, but we did have our whole 10 days. So,
yeah.
And we did.
I don't think I could do the old cruise boat. The only thing that would appeal to me if I was going to go on a cruise liner is up in Alaska, up that way, whale watching, and I could do that.
Yeah,
I could do that quite comfortably. But I'm not one of these people that likes to go to a foreign country, a really hot country, and just lay there like that. I can't do that. Mrs. P can. She can lay there till she looks like a corrugated crisp. I can't just sit there and cook. I have to be doing something. So that's why I like Turkey, because you can go out at 11:30 at night, absolutely smashed, walk down the high street and book yourself a quad bike in at 6:30 in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I like Turkey. But I know Laura says you've got an ice skate rink. I can't ice skate.
I can't.
But, and to be fair, that would probably just up my insurance. But I don't mind doing the odd show. I can watch a show on ice or what have you. I went to take Mrs. P out for her birthday last year. We went to go and see the Nativity up in Southampton way. We went to go and see that. That was all right. The musical. And again, not really my cup of tea, but I went along anyway. I'd much rather go to one of these knight in shining armour with live jousting whilst you're eating chicken and pretending you're some kind of lord of the manor. Do you know how to do that?
Actually, there were some all right shows on there. We did watched a couple of comedy shows. And do you remember Roy Walker that used to be on Catchphrase?
Oh yeah,
he was on there doing a show.
Isn't he apparently a right dirty git? Isn't he apparently?
Well, Roy Walker.
Yeah, isn't he quite a good adult stand-up bloke?
It was a little bit, but not too much, I suppose, because there could have been younger. Well, not young kids, but young teenagers. He had to sort of curb it a bit, I suppose.
It weren't like Jeffro.
Yeah.
No, it weren't like Jeffro or Roy Chubby Brown or anybody.
Yeah, that's more my cup of tea. I went to see Jeffro in Worthing. He turned up there one night or weekend, did a show there. Absolutely hilarious. He stripped off completely butt naked. Completely. It was all hanging out. It was during the interval. He had some local Herbert come up and do a song and what have you. And he said, I'm going off for a quick shower. And then all we could hear was, I can't find my towel. And he walked across the entire stage with no clothes on. Brilliant. That's my cup of tea.
I wanted to see him in Cromer up in Norfolk in October because of all of this. It was all stopped. So, yeah. I don't know if he's touring much anymore. I think it's sort of come to an end.
Yeah, he's knocking on now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Peter Kane says, I've been there, Mick, 4 times. Love the Blue Lagoon. Yeah, Blue Lagoon's lovely. Did you get attacked, Peter, by the little tiny fish that pick the dead skin off your feet and what have you? That's the only problem with Blue Lagoon. They got these little cleaning fish in there that, yeah. No parcels, mate. Come sit down here. Come say hello. We got Mended Man.
Wait for Riley, listen.
We've got Mended Man. We got Part Nest. We got Thomas. He's doing something. And we've got Alan as well. That's Thomas.
Hello, Riley.
We're just talking about where do we go on holiday?
Turkey.
You love Turkey, don't you? Yeah, he likes Turkey.
I'm talking to him on the phone.
I like Turkey. How does Riley cope with flying? A bit like B.A. Baracus, to be perfectly fair.
Crazy fool.
Yeah, it's fortunately, yeah, buddy. That's a welder. Fortunately for us, because Riley Boy's got additional needs, I can wear an additional needs lanyard, and we can book him in. And this year we tried it for the first time. 2 years ago we tried it for the first time, and went to Gatwick. We were all booked in ready prior, and do you know what? They're absolutely fantastic. Someone meets you pretty much at the door. And you get rushed through check-in, rushed through passport control. You then go into this little secluded area of the lounge, where they've got games and what have you. And or if you'll just chill out, we've got little tiny rooms you can just chill out with sensory stuff. And then you get one of those little tiny buggies you can drive down the airport.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you had to go on one of them as well. That was good. And then you get the choice of being first on the plane, in the middle, or get on at the end, and what have you. Did that. Gatwick are brilliant. They're right up with it. And when we come back to Gatwick, literally the bloke spotted my lanyard. He said, "Come here." He said, "I said, no, we're all right." So come here, and literally went straight to passport control, out the way, passport stamped, in, done, finished. Was in returns no more than about 3.5 minutes. Wasn't quite so good in Turkey. In fact, I got in a row with some Turkish security guard, which didn't go down. Okay, mate, yeah, cool. Which didn't go down very well at all. I got a bit above my station because because is that working? Are you sure? Yeah, that's working lovely. That needs to be padded, doesn't it? Yeah, cheers for that. Much appreciated. So on the way back to Turkey, child boy, we were queuing up, and yeah, you can have as many cuddles you like. I love them. I love my little cuddles. There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye, boy. Shut the door, please. We were queuing up to get on the plane, and I said to the old Turkish bloke, I said, "I've got this lanyard here, mate." And he looked at me as if I was an alien. So I explained to him that we don't have to queue because of Riley Boy, and he said, "No, you queued like everybody else." So that was it. Mick lost it, and I got hold of some head security bloke, and he very politely escorted me onto the plane with Riley Boy. But then we got on the plane and we said, "Right, you're now going to be stuck here because we've got flight restrictions across somewhere, and we're going to be sat on the plane for an hour and a half." Absolutely great. I
get frustrated in the queues and everything as well.
Well, Riley Boy don't do very well in queues. In fact, we went to go to Ireland because I also love Ireland. Went to go over there, and we flew out of Bristol. And they had one lot of safety check people going on, about 12 of them there, and about 8 flights going out. It was absolutely manic. And we had the old lanyard on, and they just weren't up with it at all. So I proper lost my snot in that airport. Nearly got thrown out and arrested because I got hold of a security bloke. He didn't take kind to that. But Riley Boy was at full tilt. He was already headbutting the floor and what have you. So I was trying to restrain him, trying to keep him as calm as I possibly can. And he'd already gone beyond the point of return. So he was self-harming and not doing very well. So I lost my snot. And in the end, another security guard came up and just said, give us your ticket, or your boarding pass. And my bag was due to be scanned because it had water in it or something like that. And he literally just got my bag and give it to me. So like, where you go. Cheers. I said, I've been sat here for 20 minutes waiting for my bag to be checked, and you're not even going to check it? And he went, no, just go away, he said. That was the end of that. So, I don't know. It's weird. You know? Mick, where can I buy some T-shirts? If you speak to Laura, YouTube channel, Laura's T-shirts reviews, check out Laura's channel. She'll make some up for it. Laura, is that all right? Laura, got your first order there, Laura?
I better open my box. Oh,
you best get it sorted, young lady. My T-shirts are now available. What I'm going to be doing is I'll probably do it in New Year. I've got to do my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. That is for some T-shirts and Micks Mowers caps. I've got some more Micks Mowers caps. I've got to do that. That'll probably be on next week's live stream. I'll do that. I meant to do it on the Christmas one. Didn't have time. So I've got some T-shirts to do. I've got some new logos all made up. So I have found a company that does them. I found another company really local to me that is going to do them in the new year. So they'd be around about 15, 20 quid a T-shirt. But that's what they cost me. I'm not going to make no money on them. But yeah, you're welcome to it. Failing that, Laura's going to get a Christmas present sorted out, pull her finger out and get my T-shirts done for me. She does free postage as well, or actually does delivery, free delivery.
Parknet, yeah, we always use Ryanair from Stansted. We always go from there and use Stansted.
More than 3 times.
It's not the Ryanair bit. Ryanair are fantastic. Riley Boy even got to go in. Riley even got to go in the cockpit with the captain. They're absolutely banging, right? You can imagine Riley Boy's face when he sat in there. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that do? Let's go. You know what I mean? Ryanair are fantastic. It was just for security guards in Bristol Airport. They were shocking. And then they charge you £89 to park over the weekend. 89 quid.
Last place we went was Poland. That was Ryanair. Yeah.
I've been to Czech Republic. That was really nice. I really enjoyed Czech Republic. Really had a good. Went for a wedding, and this is no joke, right? So don't laugh at me. We stayed in this really funky hotel. It was like 80s, but really modern, but with an 80s twist, right? I come downstairs. Bearing in mind I'm on holiday, right? So I'm in Micks Mowers chill mode. Come downstairs for breakfast with me hotel dressing gown on, hotel flip flops on, right? I'm chilled out. I don't need to get dressed up for breakfast, okay? The bloke in the restaurant thought I was Vin Diesel. Get a load of that. he even wanted an autograph. So I signed a napkin, and Mrs. P said, "Are you gonna? Yeah, go along with it. You never know what we get out of this. Keep going with it." So I said, Mrs. P was my PA. She was my PA, and what have you. Oh, it was great. We had a great time. But I went to this bar. Don't know what sort of bar it was. Really weird. Really little pokey little bar. And the barman was this massive, strapping bloke. He was huge. And he had this little, I know what you're going to say, a little leather pinion, right? It weren't one of them sort of bars. It weren't one of them sort of bars, right?
Not the blue oyster bar.
No, it wasn't that. No, it had like a welder's pinion, right? But apparently a lot of them do wear them out there. I went to the bar and I said, what beers have you got, mate? He said, light or dark. That was a choice. I said, a dark one, mate, please. He said, that's a strong one. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have some of that. Well, I had 3 pints of that. I don't remember nothing. After that, don't remember going home. Don't remember walking up the cobblestones. Nothing. Went back there the next night. He said, a pint of dark. I said, no, give me the lighter one for God's sake. Don't remember a thing. I was bleeding from the eyes. It was that bad. Oh my God, it was shocking. But really enjoyed Czech Republic. That was really nice out there. Quite enjoyed that one.
I like Bangladesh.
Where have you guys been? You guys been to many this sort of funky places, or?
I've been to Bangladesh, Dhaka. That was good fun.
Yeah, I've been to Mexico, Cancun, Acapulco. My daughter lives in Mexico, so I'll go out there as often.
I want to go to where some of the Eastern Europeans are coming over from. Begins with B.
Bulgaria?
Bulgaria, yeah, I want to go to Bulgaria. That's where I want to go. I've heard Bulgaria is absolutely fantastic. But India and all that sort of Bangladeshi, I don't know if I could do that.
I went there for 2 weeks, never again.
Yeah, some people say they absolutely love it. But what do you think, Luke? Do you think Bangladesh, Luke? Fancy that?
Nah, not really for me, no.
I went down the street at night time. Literally, you have to be careful where your steps are because they nick the manholes. Anything metal they nick. If you go to the local shop, you've got to have an escort by the person. Well, it was a holiday and a half. A good friend of mine. Yeah, I'm putting it this way. The taxi person was organised for 2 weeks. The guy was brilliant. He said, "You're not allowed down here. You're not allowed down here." I said, "Why?" It's this culture. You're not allowed down there because you got a wife. You got not my wife. It's a friend. It's a friend. You got to cover up. You know what I mean? You can't show your bare legs. You know what I mean? You can't do half of the stuff. And the police.
But Turkey used to be like that. When I first went out to Turkey, they had no tarmac roads. It was all dust roads. And you never ever saw a Turkish woman. Never see them. No. As time has progressed, you do definitely see more of them now, and you can now. Your wife can wear a bikini top going down the road and whatever. But years ago, sort of 15 years ago, you couldn't do that in Turkey. You get beaten up or hit with a bamboo pole.
Dubai's got some funny old rules, isn't it? Dubai has.
Yeah, Dubai.
Dubai. I'd do Dubai definitely. I'd definitely do Dubai because that's one of the greatest places in the world. I think Dubai. You'd have to have a go at that. Surely.
You can't kiss and cuddle. You can't kiss and cuddle. Your lady has to be behind you.
That don't appeal to me.
Your lady has to be behind you. You can't kiss and cuddle. You can't hold hands.
No, that's not true, Sparky. In fact, that culture's now changed. In Iraq and Iran, the wives now walk in front. Only since the introduction of IEDs, that's why we're now going front. But years ago, they didn't do that. Yeah, but you know, it's a thing, right? It's a thing. Yeah. If you go to these countries, you have to sort of try and respect their culture a little bit. You have to do it. Yeah. If you go into a mosque with your shoes on, you're going to get slapped. You know, it's going to happen. So you have to respect it a little bit. And I like to go to these countries and learn a bit about the culture. That's why I go. I don't just go just to sit there and eat with desserts. Well, that as well. But I do like to learn a little bit about the culture. Where else have you been, Alan? Anywhere else?
Spain about 3 times. France. Yeah,
I like France. Yeah, I like France. Yeah, like anyone been to Magaluf?
No.
I've been to Mallorca, to the Alcudia area, the family area.
Brother. Oh yeah, I went in my younger days. Oh yeah, yeah, that was great. I don't think when I was in Magaluf, I don't think I actually used my hotel room once. I never even went in there. I didn't see the point in renting a hotel. I didn't even use it. Ooh, it was terrible. I was a bit of a bad boy.
Have you done Amsterdam?
No, I've not. No, again, Amsterdam. Do you know what? Really heavily cultured. I just think there is such a massive stigma with it, and I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. It's not on my list. But people do say a bit like Ibiza. People say the other side of Ibiza. Yeah, Ibiza. The other side of the island is really, really nice.
New Zealand, Australia.
Sydney's nice. No. Sydney's really nice.
That's on my list as well. Yeah, I'd like to go to Australia. Definitely.
Yeah, I'd like to do that in New Zealand. That is on our list.
Yeah, New Zealand nice. Quackabacca's nice. Out in Australia's nice.
Come on. Yeah, that's something that may happen in the future when our daughter's finished because she's at college now, so it's not that long. She's got out of education.
Sparky, that dog looks like you.
Yeah.
Alan, thank you.
Well, he wanted to be famous on the internet,
That's that dog out of Men in Black, isn't it?
No, it's just a.
Looks like Frank.
Bit of a mixture, isn't it, mate? He's been trying to get up there in the last 10 minutes, so I've let him in there. He's a bit of a mixed breed.
The other side of Ibiza is very nice. Yeah, I would like to go that. New Zealand appeals to me, definitely. Only because I want to get some spare parts from a Mazport, because they do Mazports in New Zealand, don't they?
I got two classic Mazports in the garage.
You were supposed to be in contact with me about a Mazport grass box. I've sent some photographs of that. You never did get back to me about it.
Yeah, I scrapped them out in the end. There was more wrong with it than I thought, so I didn't bother with it.
Yeah, Jeff, the wife walks in front to protect against landmines. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. I don't know. So I think if I went to some countries, I'd probably get arrested. To be fair, I'm quite outspoken, as you can imagine. So I'll probably get in a little bit of trouble. But I would like to go and do Australia, and also I would like to in my lifetime go to somewhere like Kenya or something, go on a proper little safari. See the big five and experience some of that. I'd love to do that. But Mrs. P, she's not up for that.
I'd like to do Canada. That'd be one of my ones to do. I think Canada. Definitely.
Yeah, my brother went to Canada. He liked it. I've
got relations out in Canada. I'd just go and see Bruce. That's why I'd go. I'd go and knock on Bruce's door. And see what he's got in his workshop. I think this is one advantage. I'd like to go to Alabama as well. Alabama appeals to me for some reason. Something like New York, that don't appeal to me. But someone like Alabama or Louisiana, something like that, out in the sticks, that'd do me. I'd have some of that.
Do you reckon, Mick, you'll ever visit America, any of the people in America, what you've had on your stream?
I would like to think I would. I've got to say, the YouTube community is so different to the Facebook and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, it is. Yeah.
I've already met some fantastic people on my travels. I have met some real fantastic people. Met some absolute weirdos as well. But without a doubt, I just feel that some of the people you do meet up on YouTube, or you become friends with, I think they'll put you up. You haven't got to buy a hotel. Come and stay with us, or we got a caravan around the back. You can keep in there, or or something like that. So yeah, I think one day when Rider Boy's a bit older and the other kids have all gone, I think I might just pack the old case up and just do a month out in America and just do a bit of traveling and meet up. Yeah, well, I might get myself one of them big YouTube RV tour buses. I might do like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I might do it like that, but obviously on a smaller scale, more like a Mercedes Sprinter.
Yeah, 66.
But
bit more manageable, a bit cheaper to run.
Yeah, but not only that, but I might take Mend It Man as well, because he can fix a Mercedes Sprinter on the way round, see, in case the injector spits out.
Yeah, the injectors, yeah. I'm good at them now.
But yeah, I think I would like to do a bit around the UK first. Yeah. I think there's quite a few good YouTubers around the UK which I'd like to meet up with, have a barbecue, have a bit of a laugh and a joke, and you know, and all the rest. Because 65% of my viewers are coming from the UK. So I would like to do a bit around the UK first and what have you, meet a few people around here.
Who have you met?
I've met Roy, although he's fallen out of me now. He don't want to talk to me anymore for some reason. He fell out of Pete. I met Roy. I met Top Conker. He came down to my shed a little while ago. I've met Pete Froud.
Snobby, the other week.
Yeah, I've met Snobby and Dusty. Yeah, they've been round. Yeah, and whatever. So I've met a few. You know, I've met a few. It would be nice just to meet a few others, you know, and just share some experiences, you know, because I've only been going 2 years, you know, despite the fact my numbers are quite good. I would like to meet a few other people and just spend a bit of time and just relax. And it's always nice to see what the other people actually really like, not when we're not in front of a camera, you know.
Yeah.
And I think with Snobby. Snobby alone. Snobby is exactly the same in front of a camera as he is behind it. It's absolutely no different at all. Top Conker, different kettle of fish. What you see on camera and what you see on person, two different people. But a really nice, genuine person. But you know, we'll see. You know, who knows what this year brings or next year, and how far the channel goes, and who else is next to visit the Micks Mowers shack. You just never know. I mean. Mend It Man, you're only Newmarket? What's that? 3.5 hours from me, something like that. Yeah,
we are a little bit distance. Yeah,
3.5 hours. You know, there was talk of doing a meet up around Birmingham. Some of my viewers want to do a meet up at some point this year coming in Birmingham, just to park up at a travel lodge somewhere and have a curry night and a beer session and just have a laugh and a joke. Could be a thing. I don't know. Could end up in just being a big punch up. I
did have a meet up last January with the gardening side of things. I met three people there. Yeah, that was all right. But now,
only all right. What did it fall out of each other?
Well, I only talked to two of them now.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I won't go too far into that.
But this is the thing. It happens. As I say, what you see face value in front of a camera is not necessarily what goes on behind closed doors. You know.
No. It was a good day. It was a good day.
What you see with me is what you get. I am what I am, and someone even said after me celebrity live stream, Mick, never change who you are. Never forget where you've come from, and if your channel does explode, never forget your roots. But I don't know how to be anything other than what I am here. I don't do posh, as you can imagine. I don't like to do posh. I can't do suits and ties and all that. Okay, that's not me.
Definitely not me.
So no, exactly. You know, when I got married to Mrs. P, I said, "Can I get married in a pair of tracky bottoms?" Because that's what I'm comfortable in. You know. But no, I had to get dressed up in a stupid suit, and I felt like a penguin all day. I could not wait to get my trousers off. Not for any other reason, but I couldn't wait to get my trousers off. And you know, so I'm not a posh person at all. So it would be nice to meet a few of you and have a laugh and a joke, and you know, a bit of this and a bit of that. I'm only a small channel, so who would really want to meet me? Do you know what I mean? I'm just a fat, bald, tattooed bloke, you know. But I don't know. I'm up for it. If anyone else is up for a meet up.
I always think the most important thing is when people have their channels and they grow, if they still remember their roots at the beginning, sort of thing. Because there's a lot of people, as their channel grows, they don't comment back to you or anything anymore. You know. You just,
definitely.
They just get one side, don't they?
Martin Butler is brilliant at it because he still comments nearly to every comment I put to him, and he's really good at that. But a lot don't, you know.
I try to, and I'm always on the hunt for smaller channels. So I've got to be honest, and I'll be nothing but honest. Since I first started my channel, I was subscribed to everybody and used to watch all the channels religiously and what have you. Now I can't physically do that as well as pump out videos like I do.
No, you do miss, and miss comments as well.
Yeah, I'm probably subscribed to a fraction of what I used to be, a fraction. But I think now I only watch something that, one, I'm interested in, a subject, or two, if I'm interested in the person. And like I say, Part Nest, I watched your video not so long ago of you doing your blower one. Only because I'm interested in a bit of car mechanics, a bit of fixing, a bit of this, a bit of that. So I do watch them, but just because I don't comment, don't mean I don't watch.
Same vehicle, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. Yours is the auto, isn't it? You got the auto one, isn't you?
It's the semi-auto, the 6-speed semi-auto.
Yeah, mine's only the 5-speed one. But I think I like to reply to every comment. And I'm now getting to a stage where if someone says "good one, Mick," I just leave a thumbs up and a heart because it's not a question. So if someone asks me a question, I'll always respond to it. Where if someone says, "Oh, good one, Mick," tar for the video, I might put "no worries, mate," or just give it a thumbs up and a heart and move on because you can't. Oh, hello!
All night doing it, commenting.
Oh, definitely. Someone just come into the chat there. Look, can you please welcome? Where is he? Where is he, guys? I see you sneaking there. Where is he? There he is. There's my brother-in-law. He was around my house last night in Turkey. Hello, Mike. How you doing, buddy boy? Thanks for coming in, mate. He runs a little radio station down here on the south coast. There's Mike. Radio Respect. Go and check him out. He runs Radio Respect. Nice to see you, Mike. How you doing? Well. So, yeah, it is hard, Luke. I get between 50 to 100 comments per video that I do.
I struggle with about 10 comments.
Them
all because they just pop up. You can miss them, can't you?
Yeah, it's not easy at all. I've also just got Mr. Henry from Mowers and Blowers has just come into the house. He's probably just woken up. How you doing, H? Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I see he did a live stream test yesterday, but he lost his audio halfway through. But nice to see you, H. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So yeah, it is difficult, and I have stepped away from so many channels purely because their audio is absolutely shocking, their visual aids are no good, or the channel just doesn't support me. Is another one.
Some are very. So many. Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, you go on, mate. You go on. You carry on.
Some get very fake, don't they? As well, they're too fake, and that's when I start to go off of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's one channel in particular at the moment. I'm not going to name it. Not been around too long. Started doing videos. Really, really, really good quality videos. Really good quality. But I just find it's too YouTubey for me. It's too. I don't like structured videos where you're panning into this and then you're panning out of that, and you've got a high definition shot of it. That's not. I'm just a man in a shed. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I'm not into that sort of stuff.
No, you can relate to the sort of videos like you, can't you? They're real life, aren't they?
Yeah, you know. Some people have always said, you know, old Micks Mowers, he can only repair stuff with one cylinder, or you can fix his mowers. I'll let you into a little secret. That's what my channel's all about: fixing mowers. You know, it's
closing the title.
All rigs. Otherwise, it'd be Micks all rigs. You know what I mean? It's not about that. So, my channel is about. The machinery that comes in is what I do videos on. It's as simple as that. If I get a weed whacker in or a whacker plate, if I get a vintage steam engine coming, I would do that. The likelihood of me getting one in is not going to happen. So I only record stuff.
Your videos are raw, aren't they? They're not edited, and do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, Alan, they're edited, mate. Because trust me, you don't want the foul language when that hammer slips. You know.
Well, I suppose
they're edited.
Bloopers.
I couldn't even release them. You know what I mean? I never forget. I never forget the day I did. Anyone see that Hater lawnmower? I did a complete engine rebuild. I put new piston rings, Homer cylinder, new piston rod, all that sort of good stuff.
Some of that.
Did a nice, did a nice sort of 7 or 8 videos on that. Just as I was putting the little tiny clip that holds the piston bolt in, you know what I mean, Luke? A little tiny one you put inside. Yeah, I only have one. Yeah, the gudgeon pin. I went like that, and it went ping and shot off across the old shack.
I've had that happen,
and I had no idea where it went, and I just went off. I lost it. You know, I had a mobility scooter in there. I had Riley Boy walking about. It took me 45 minutes to find it. I found it in the end. But you can't leave that footage in because my language was disgusting. But
also 40 minutes of looking for it.
You know what are you going to do?
I'm surprised there weren't a few beeps and sort of noises in the background covering the language up. You know.
Oh, I'm telling you, but I would be there forever doing that, editing that sort of stuff out.
Yeah.
So it's sort of I try and make mine as family friendly as I can. That's number one, because my channel is for families. I know there are kids that watch my channel, especially on live stream too. Saturday night live stream, people come up or they sit in their front room. They've got the wife and kids and what have you, and they're sitting watching me on a big screen TV instead of watching EastEnders. Fantastic. So that's why I can't have swear words and what have you.
I think
the clue is Renee. Go on, Luke.
I don't think I ever swear in mine. I really make a point of never swearing in mine, but just in case of who watches. Like you said, though, don't mean I don't swear off camera.
Definitely. When that ball pen comes, I mean, you imagine. Do you remember that Ransom Marquis? I was trying to remove the bed knife cutter off of the cylinder. Oh my lord! Do you have any idea how long that took me? Right. It may have looked like five minutes or 5 minute sped up into 30 seconds with a bit of banjo music. I'm telling you, the hammer was sent across that shed more times than I care to remember. But it's you've got to keep it family friendly. You got to keep it real. What people don't like to see is when you're struggling with something, it just pans to right. That's now done. But at least stop and explain how you did it or what you had to do to manipulate it out or whatever. Because that's where people are going to get stuck themselves. So I do try, and if there's a balls up or if I'm struggling with something, I do try and show how to get around. A bit like taking the cogs off of the back roller off of the Ransom. I had to find. I asked for help in the end. Asked for someone with a welder on Facebook. He got hold of me. He was an ex-Royal Marines engineer, and I went down to his house and he welded up 2 big bolts on it. And we got a big 3-foot breaker bar, and I was hanging on to the cylinder for all dear might whilst he was trying to heat up and get the cog to turn.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many comments like, all you got to do is you buy this specialist tool, which is a cog remover gearing tool. They just crack and it comes off like butter. I had a 3-foot breaker bar on the end of it. There was no way that was moving like butter. No way. So sometimes the easiest of jobs turn into be the absolute pain in the arse.
I've had it, yeah.
But I think that's what makes it interesting for my channel is that I do try to keep it as real as possible. There's no fancy work. If it don't start at the end of a fix, it don't start. It's what it is. You don't not see that video. I've still got that Ryobi 4-stroke. It's still in my shed. The one I couldn't get going. It's still there. I haven't given up on it. If I can find a cam for it, I'm convinced that a new cam will do it. So there's always videos that they don't start, but they may come back in 2 months when I've sourced a part, or if I found a little workaround for it. I'll always show it, but so many people on it have machines that every single time it fires up and every time it always starts first pull. And mate, that Dennis took me half an hour to start that. Half an hour. you know. But I can't show you half an hour of me cranking that thing over, you know.
And you
There'll be a
nearly
lot of cursing in the background, of course.
Say again.
There'll be a lot of cursing in the background.
Oh, definitely. But I have since found out that my Dennis, the carburetor fuel mixture screw, I think is a bit worn, and when you get it started up, that screw winds itself in. Because when I picked it up, the fuel mixer screw was well seated, so I cleaned the carburetor on it, did all that sort of stuff, and it fired. The next day I went to start it, and that screw was wound all the way back in again, and that's why I couldn't start it. So I undid the screw 2.5 turns.
Well,
and it fired about third or fourth turn. So. Yeah, I don't rig stuff on here. There's no point because you lot are far too intelligent to figure it out. But oh yeah, he's lying. You know, how many times have you seen me start a lawnmower up and it won't start and the HT is hanging off of it? It's just what it is. I'm always doing it. You know.
Like you said.
So many people would actually cut that bit out and put the HT lead back on, and do that. Or I've seen people, and you know, they're not smart enough to realise. They get a lawnmower in free from wherever or won't start or whatever, and they're pulling it. Oh, yeah, it won't start. Well, that's, the HT is off. Look, the HT is not even connected because they've taken it off so it won't start. You know, how many mowers have I had this year? Literally, pour a bit of petrol in, give it a good prime, and it fires straight up.
I've seen people on here start a mower up, say, "Oh, I've been starting for years," and blah 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 blah, and they start at first time and the choke's not on, and you think, well, that's obvious. You've been starting that just before you turn the video on, you know.
Exactly. Well, you know what I do.
You just think, am I green or something, you know?
Yeah, I see it lots, and you know, for those of us that are in the game, if you've got a lawnmower that you've done a full service on, you tipped it up, you've changed the blade or sharpened the blade and what have you, and you get it outside. The first thing happens when you start it up is it smokes like hell.
Yeah,
you know, you can always tell because the other people who don't follow the same rules, when they fire theirs up for the first time, there's no smoke at all. You know, and it's because it's already been started up.
You never see them use the primer bulb, you know, on a Briggs engine, on a you know, a classic engine. You never see anything. Hang on a minute, what's going on here? You know, it's a bit weird. You know. They messed that up, and they just think people are stupid.
Yeah, Mick, can you show half an hour of cranking, and we just fast forward past it? No, I can't because I like to keep my videos between 30 or 20 to 40 minutes long, but that's where I like to be because that's where you get to see a start to finish job. In my opinion. I know that some friends of mine, they put videos up and it's 55 minutes long. I know that Henry is a prime example. Henry will release a video 55 minutes long because that's how long it's taken to get the job start to finish, not to include the editing. I don't have 55 minutes at that particular time of day to start to watch a video. So I'll watch that later on at night time when I'm sat in my chair. But the 20-minute videos or 15-minute videos, I just feel that it's not long enough for people to get involved in it, you know. I might be 110% incorrect, but there's so many videos out there that are an hour and a half long. I don't have an hour and a half of my day to sit down and watch at this particular time.
I try about 25 to 30 minutes. That's roughly where I'm at. I don't like that. Some of them are a bit short. It just depends, really. But
Musty one likes about an hour or an hour and 20 minutes, doesn't he? Sometimes I know some of his videos drag out.
I can't commit to that in one sitting or at that particular time. So I try and watch. I watch Henry from Mowers and Blowers all the time. Anyway, I like his stuff. I like his style. But I might watch it in 3 sittings. It might take me breakfast, lunch, and dinner whilst I'm sitting there eating to watch them. So I always leave a comment at the beginning saying, "Hi, Merry Christmas," or "Hello, mate. I'll watch it later," or whatever. Because I don't have time. It's a bit like Dick. Dick was saying to me the other day, I just uploaded a video, and he put, "Bugger, I've just literally caught up with you. I've got another video of yours to watch," and you just banged another one out, you know. So, but there's so many people that are releasing videos. I tend to try and stick within my own catchment of genre, you know. Otherwise, you'll never keep up. You'll never keep up.
Wow.
I'm miles behind on uploads myself and other content. Yeah, well, it happens, Dick. And me and Mendit Man had a good chat about this about a month ago, of what to do. And the way that I do it is I will come down the shed on a Sunday. Mrs. P's at work. Riley's indoors with Nana, and I'll do 3 or 4 videos in one day. Just bang out 4 videos. I then spend 2 days editing indoors with a nice cup of coffee, editing them all up, and I've then got 4 videos. I then come down on the Monday, do another 3 videos, so that gives me 6. So sometimes I might have 15 videos in the bank, already uploaded, edited, all the intros in them. All I've got to do is just push the button. Otherwise, you put the pressure on yourself, and you're forever in the shed just to bang a video out.
How many you got in the bank at the minute, do you reckon?
Me?
Yeah.
I can tell you.
I think I'm down. I was nearly up to 10, but I'm down to about 4, 5 now. So
I haven't got a lot because it is Christmas time, and I've had about 2 or 3 weeks off. Fuck me, I'm nearly at 5,500 subscribers. Let's have a look here. Videos in the bank: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 videos in the bank, already done, good to go.
Ready to ping up when you need to. Yeah.
I've got 7 I've edited that are ready to be uploaded.
You've got to do it, Part Nest. Otherwise, you're in that shed every day, or you're in that shed on the day. You do a video, then you got to rush upstairs. You got to edit it all out just to get it out on that day. Ain't worth doing.
Yeah, you're fighting, aren't you? Then.
Yeah. You're not being proactive, and that's why sometimes on a live stream I've got to empty my shed out, and I'll say, "What am I working on today?" Blah blah blah. Well, that's not what I'm working on. I was working on that 4 weeks ago, and all the stuff I'm working on actually today, you're not going to see for another 2 or 3 weeks yet. So you can't see that.
Leaves on the tree are a giveaway. Leaves on the tree are a giveaway.
Yeah. Without a doubt. In fact, I was watching Micks Mowers just yesterday. He did a home improvements and then a lawnmower fix, and there was leaves on his tree. So there's no way that's a new release video. That's been in his little bank for a long time, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very hard, but by keeping them videos in the bank, does give you time off. Otherwise, I love being down here, but what you got to bear in mind is I get other machines in for service, repair, or whatever. I don't film all of those, so I could be doing 8 or 9 services in a day, and not one of them gets a video. So I need the time. I need the time to get those machines done.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no sense in running the channel. I'd never get nothing done, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It is. It's difficult, but when I first started, I was doing like 2 or 3 or 4 videos a week, and I was always out every day, always out. You know, and my videos like 45 minutes long each, and I wasn't making any headway at all. And it's even worse when you then wait on parts. It's like this Quocast one here, this cylinder. I've got a video of some people have sent me a plethora of gifts and Amazon wishlist stuff. I was due to release it just before Christmas, but because I couldn't find that blinking white cog, I can't release it. So now I'll be down here probably tomorrow if Mrs. P lets me. I'll be down here tomorrow. Try and get that one finished off and running. I think it runs anyway. I picked up 3, but until I release that video, then bits won't be. I even think some of yours is on my Luke actually. Mendit Man. I think some of your bits are on that video. Only because I'm waiting on parts.
Oh yeah.
And being Christmas, it's been even slower.
Because you got the backhoe set, didn't you? That was on the video, weren't it? The backhoe set with the Torx bits in.
Yes.
Have you used it yet?
No. I haven't been down here, Luke. I've not been down here turning wrenches for anything for about 2 weeks.
I got one of them for Christmas off my daughter. So I did have one before, but what I do is I try to duplicate some stuff in the toolbox in the van. So if I go up the unit, I don't like to leave tools up the unit. So I keep some stuff in a toolbox to take up there.
Yeah, I hear you. Len says, how do you find the time to edit and upload? To be fair, like I say, if I do 3 videos in one day. I got my GoPro, big massive memory card on there. So my memory card will hold about 5 videos on that one card. I can then sit in my chair the next day, nice cup of coffee, just break them down into each video, so I know which ones are which. It takes me roughly, I'll say about 15 minutes to actually edit an hour-long video into where I want it, and then hit the render button. It then takes an age. It takes about 2 hours for me to render it and stick it up onto YouTube. But I just put my computer onto sleep mode after 2 hours. I click the button and then I watch TV, you know, and what have you, because it's doing its own thing. So it's not the editing that takes the time. It's actually the rendering and uploading onto YouTube. That's what takes the time for me. Only because apparently the software I use, that's just as fast as it wants to do it. But I know that Snobby uses just his phone. He's got an app he uses within his phone, and it does it in 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, what I try and do is I do most of the shed on this channel. I try to do most of it on the iPhone 6, our old iPhone, which works okay. Yeah. And then I just move it to the iPad. I've got an app. I move it to my iPad. Then I've got an editing app on there, Perfect Video, and I can do it really quick on there. And then what I do is when I go to bed, I just set it on to upload it overnight in private, and then I can let it on. Yeah,
that's it. Exactly that.
Then just finish it off if we need thumbnails and that in the morning. That don't take long. So
the worst bit is when you're rushing and you upload it, and then you watch it in private. Mark, I always watch all my videos.
I do. Yeah.
I'll watch them all the way through. And then you find once you've uploaded it onto YouTube but haven't released it, you find there's a balls up in it, and you then got going. You then got going to editing software on YouTube, which is really user friendly, and try and knit that together. You know, who's Hon? Hiya, Hon. Rusty Rooster says, Mick, is the GoPro the camera you use? I use a GoPro Hero 7. Is what I use. I have recently updated that. This year, yes, it's a good. I saw your video on that of your upgrade video, Partnest. What do you have? You had the 4, didn't you, Partnest? The 4?
No, it was this one, the 3.
Oh, the 3. That was it. The 3. Yeah. I used to have the Hero 4 Silver beforehand, which is a really good camera. But I wanted to upload to the 7 because of the stabilization on it is what I wanted, and also I wanted the luxury of having to zoom as well. That's what I wanted, the zoom in feature. But it's a mixture. It's a mixture of camera, audio, and lighting. If you get a good picture and good audio and some good lighting, you're 3/4 way there. As you'll know, my tripod I made myself. Well, I bought the tripod from Facebook. And then I just literally screwed in with 2 self-tapping screws, a selfie stick to it on the top. So now I can zoom in with that as well, like a trombone, zoom in and out with that. And then I've got the added bonus of then actually zooming in with the GoPro 7 on top of that. So if I want to get really close, I can do.
Where's the best place to get? Oh, sorry.
Go on, mate. You go on.
Where's the best place to get them GoPro 7s in? The best price sort of online? Where do you find the best place?
Amazon are a fair price, and you get it within a couple of days. If not,
from CEX.
I got mine, Partners, from Facebook, second hand, £140 I paid for mine with all the attachments. So mine's second hand. It's not even new. You know, but what I'm looking to do, I've got a new light, which I think Mendit Man's got, one of his fan blade lights. They're really good. I'm looking at getting that, but I'm going to mount mine up here on the roof. So when I'm doing my carburetors, I'm going to mount it on one of those 1970 style desk lamps, you know, with the arms.
Yeah, I know,
As I'm working on a bit like this, when I'm working on it on a carburetor close up, I can just bring that lamp right down over my head, fit that just there. My GoPro camera's in front of me, beaming this way towards the product, and I can work away quite freely with a light above me head out the way, because there's not a lot of room in front. Eventually, what I'm going to do is this shed's going to come down within the next 3 years is the plan, and I'm going to buy myself a summer house or log cabin twice the size of this, and I'm going to be going more towards like the Steve Small Engine Saloon sort of style with a big bench in front of me, and the camera facing towards me, rather than just literally it being tucked over top of my shoulder. Only because it gives me more room to walk around, more freedom space to walk around. I like to be in front of a camera. I think it gives a better video than just having someone talking behind the camera all the time. You know, that's the plan. But we'll see. It's never going to be fantastic audio and whatever. It's still going to be Micks Mowers in the shack, and it will never be anything more than that. But I just want a bit more space, as always. Mend it, man. You got to agree. You got to have the space, and no matter how big your unit, you haven't got enough space.
No.
I've got
a shed put up in the garden. Another one. I got given it from a neighbour, so it was a free shed, and it's quite good. But I've got to cut that down because where it's got to go, it's a 12 by 10, which is a good size, but I can only manage to fit probably 8 by 10, so I'm going to have to cut some back. But at least it's extra room.
I think the only downside to this shed, there's enough room here for what I want. The downside to it is there's not enough head height. That's the problem. So what I might do is not actually invest in a £6,000 or £8,000 log cabin. I might take the roof off of this and then just extend it upwards, just so I've got a bit more free space hanging over. The roof is here. The roof is just here, and I can't stand up it. That's
the pitch, isn't it? Mine's like that, but it's higher. My brother made mine. It was my brother's before, and he made it from scratch, and he did it.
Exactly. I was talking to AJP the other day. He just built his shed, and he said, in fairness, what it cost him, he should have just bought one because the materials alone outweighed the cost of what he could have bought standard spec.
Yeah,
you know, it must be the price of timber. Rusty Roos was saying problems with audio. Any suggestions? Yeah, I use this. That's what I use. Rode Wireless Go mic and receiver. Fantastic. But it ain't cheap. It's not cheap, but it gives you the flexibility to move around. If you can get 20 feet away from your camera and just clip that mic to your t-shirt so it's out the way, it gives you so much flexibility and more versatility in your recordings. That's what makes it more interesting. People don't want to be seeing just my hands; they want to engage and what have you. So for me, that was £220 for that.
Not bad.
It's a bit less on Amazon now.
It is now. It's getting quite old hat now. There's been a few modifications, and there's other companies out there doing it as well. Partnest. Mine was about 220 quid.
Well,
what's that?
It's a mini tripod. And it folds up. Pistol grip. Mount your GoPro or whatever camera on there.
There you go.
Handheld.
Yeah.
Very useful bit of kit.
I've got one of these. This is what I use just for my close-up stuff on the bench. Just one of these. I mount that just over here, and that just points down on top of my carburetor, so that's handy. And I've also got one up on the wall here as well. I've also got one of these smaller ones as well for really close-up work as well. But you got to remember, every time I buy one of these, I got to buy the cradle to go with it, and the cradles are about £11 for one of these special cradles. But that's not the only sting in the tail. With that mic setup, you've got to buy the adapter. The adapter was 78 quid as well.
Oh.
If you go to my if you go to my about section page, Rusty Rooster, there's a link to that in there, but you may find that's the Amazon UK link only. So you might have to adapt it to the US if you're in America, mate. But it's called a Rode Wireless mic. It's a good bit of kit. I like it. So it seems to be doing very, very good things. And when I first got it, people said straight away, "Yeah, it's a brilliant bit of kit, and it's improved your audio."
So, well, I'm going to drop to the chat. I'm going to get some tea sorted out for the missus.
I'm going to go myself actually because it's only a little Boxing Day bash stream. I know that Mendit Man's got to get out in his shed before it gets too dark.
What is it?
And
not too bad.
I was going to pop up just for an hour, say hello, and say happy Boxing Day, but it's turned out to be a 2-hour stream. But P's only indoors, tied up anyway, getting all the stuff put away. So I thought I'd. Does anyone have any idea of a YouTube name for me? Depends what you're doing. You have to figure that out yourself. Your YouTube channel doesn't have to be algorithm friendly. It's about what you do and whatever. So have a think about it yourself. So something will come to you. So yeah, so I'll leave it there then. So thank you very much for coming out on the Boxing Day Bash. Much appreciated. I'll see you later on. It's been nice. So look after yourselves.
Yeah,
Look after yourselves.
Take it easy.
See you later.
Take it easy.
Bye.